Welcome to the official Tyesse Report. We have a special Sunday edition of the continuous coverage of the Bishop Fred Matthews. And we're no longer calling him by name, but we're saying the Nashville sex worker porn star now, okay? So we're no longer calling by name. I appreciate it if you don't put the name in the chat. We're now saying the Nashville OnlyFans sex worker, just for purposes of my editorial discernment, okay? Yes, thank y'all so much for tuning in. They say we do too much small talk, Tais Squad. Okay, what's going on? I'm seeing it on the internet, y'all. You know, we just had a bad. Are we still good to go? Hold on 1 second. I see some glitches, y'all. We just had a storm cell come through here. It was crazy. Okay, hold on 1 second. It may be my computer, or it may be. Okay, the internet is up. I see the thing, but on my end, I'm getting some crazy stuff. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's try this. Let's do this. Okay, if y'all can still see me. If y'all can still see me, I see some pausing on my end, but we're gonna rock and roll, y'all. We're gonna rock and roll, okay? It looks good. Okay, well, let's rock and roll. I have no idea. Hold on, let me try this. What the hell is going on my end? Okay. Because I'm looking at my monitor and everything's crystal clear. It may be my computer. I think it may be my computer. Give me a second, y'all. I just want to see what y'all see. I want my end to look like how y'all end look. Okay. So let me just bring this, take this down. Okay. And then let me try it again. There we go. Okay. That may have just been a glitch on my end. Okay. That may have been a glitch on my end, and that's fine. Okay. They say, we take too long small talking. That's what, we take too long. They want to get to it. They want me to be like memes. You know, they say Mims, he start the video and just start talking. Okay. We're only 5 minutes in so far. We're only 5 minutes in so far. Okay, is that okay? Ty, you looking real good. Why do you say I'm looking good? I think, you know, I look. He said, Ty, you looking good. You know, I won't complain. You know, I won't complain. I won't complain. The small talk allows people to come in, you know. Oh, I have to today, Stanley. I have to. I can't slow stroke this one. Hey, Emmanuel Hughes, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm representing Pittsburgh. Yeah. I buy my hats based on the colors. I like the colors. I be knowing little about the team and the players, y'all. If I like the color, I say I like black and yellow together. That's what I go with. All right. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello. We love you. I love you too. Hey, DeMarcus Scott. Hello, new sub. Nashville. We want to shout y'all out one more time, Nashville. I heard they call y'all Cashville over there in Nashville. Is it Cashville or is it Nashville? Shout out to Nashville. Come on through. Yeah. The city by the river. They call it Cashville. I see y'all been deep up in here lately. But y'all don't really make too much noise, and I like it like that. They say they call it Cashville. Indianapolis, they call it Natville. Yeah, I'm on my other page, y'all. So I'm possibly seeing some people that I may not see on. I'm on my other page right now. Okay, we've allowed enough people to come through here, y'all. We've allowed enough people. Yeah, Tamara, Nashville Gate. We've allowed enough people to come through here right now. Let's get started. There is so much going on. There was a major discovery that I found out about an hour ago, and I'm going to drop it here for you guys, you know, an exclusive that I discovered on my own, just doing good old-fashioned research, right? Naptown for Indianapolis, yes. LA is Los Scandalous, because baby, I promise you. Hotlanta, Atlanta. All right. Okay, so there are two parts to this we want to talk about today, y'all. There's two parts. One is more serious. One is just, you know, just regular old commentary, right? And so, as I said, I'm going to break that to you guys in a minute. What I discovered just by doing some regular old detective work, regular old investigative journalism. And I tagged a few bloggers, you know, just so some of the people that I know have been covering this, you know, yeah. Your face is glowing. You look good. Okay. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I don't look like what I've been through. And I don't look like how I feel right now. All right. So, okay. Bishop Fred Matthews we got to get background, y'all, because there's always somebody in the back talking about, can you catch me up? I just got here. I just found out about this. Bishop Fred Matthews of Triumphant Church in Nashville found himself caught up in I want to call it a hookup, an alleged hookup scandal, right? Because remember, we never saw a sex tape, and we're still waiting on the videos from the Airbnb that never dropped. I don't think they are, okay? So we're going to call it an alleged hookup scandal. And so Bishop Fred Matthews, he's not from a mega church. He is from a smaller to mid-level church over in Nashville. You know, he is not a part of, okay, let me describe it like this. He is an independent church, but he does have covering, okay? He does have somebody over him, but he appears, according to what I have heard, to be an independent church. You know, if you're a Church of God in Christ, there's a board, there's a general board, there's a presiding, and it's a lot. It's a lot of tiers, right? Baptist, you know, AME, there's multi layers to leadership, right? And oversight. But it appears that he is an independent church, but there is some covering, and there is some oversight, just a little oversight. I understand that he is under the coverage of Bishop Lambert Gates, right? Bishop Lambert Gates. And so that's what's going on. Now, from the gate, because I know this world very well, the sex world, you know, the escort, prostitutes, I know this world like the back of my hand. So you can't just tell me anything. You cannot. I will look at you like you're crazy. And some of the things from the gate were just red flags for me. And because you're focusing on uncovering the unravelization of it all, people will come to your comments and think that you are pro Bishop Matthews. I don't know how they get that connotation, but because you're focused on the allegations and trying to figure out if they're true or not. Oh, okay, yeah, well, you know, it's the state that we live in. Allegations are enough for some people. That's what we live in. Like, okay, that's the state that we live in. He said it, and that's enough. No, this is not that type of platform where you can just come and bring anything. And, you know, I understand the Tasha K girl, you know, I know you may see this, but I know Tasha K, they say she don't require a lot, just the bare minimums, you know, just to get on the show. You know, if it's hot, she'll bring you on. And it's even, the criteria is even less for people like that man down there in Florida. You ain't got to even show him too much of anything. If it's juicy, come on over. You know, I don't want to be sued. I care about the fortune that I have amassed. I'm not trying to give it to some lawyer. Well, that is true too. Tasha K has had a lot of legal troubles of her own. I believe she settled it, you know, for the time being through bankruptcy and through the courts. Okay. We have to listen, Tamara, and we have to inspect. That's all I'm saying. How y'all get from that? Oh, honey, the pastor. What about the pastor? We're trying to figure out if what's being said about the pastor is accurate. That's all we're trying to do. Continue to share this video, y'all. You share everything else. You share medication, prescriptions. You share, what else you share? You share PIN numbers with food stamp cards and stuff. Share this, yeah. You know, black people will share some medication, won't they? Some of y'all share boyfriends in pieces. You share trade, you know. So the reason I put Olivia Pope up on this video, y'all, because I don't know. And I'm getting ready to get into some, you know, some stuff that only church people know about. My late following will have to follow along. The reason I put Olivia Pope up in that famous scene, It's Been Handled, is because it's a possibility that video I did yesterday was, you know, for the win, because it's possible that Bishop Gates gave Bishop Matthews the Brian Carn scandal, how to work through this playbook, right? It's possible he told him how to do this, and that's what they're doing. Because I went around there and I watched Bishop Matthews. I watched Bishop Matthews' video this morning. He preached. He talked about hearing the voices, and we got to cry loud, and y'all got to cry and all that stuff. And, you know, I wasn't expecting a Jimmy Swagger. I wasn't. But there was no mention of nothing, y'all. You know, it was really what we thought it was going to be. And so it's possible that Bishop Gates told him, and this is known in the church circles, y'all. I've been in the black church all my life, and I'll be 50 in February. It's possible that Bishop Lambert told him basically, allow this to blow over, release a statement, allow this to blow over. Our news cycle is 10 days usually. It can stretch to 14 days in special circumstances. But the way this news cycle is set up. Give it some time, it'll blow over. Give it some time, it'll blow over. Release a statement on the, to your parishioners, and just, there you have it. Here's the situation. I still can't find that statement over on the Triumphant Church website or on their Facebook. I don't know what happened to that statement they released or whatnot. I don't know. But I want to, if I may, I want to go back over something, y'all. But that's what I believe may have happened. Bishop Gates or whoever is in his ear may have told him, give it some time. Let it blow over. And on that statement, it says they're going to do an investigative process. I'm here to tell you there is no investigative process probably going to happen. Okay, that's what I'm saying. This is me, Tyesse Jackson. Okay. But on paper, it says let the investigative process happen. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go here. Are y'all praying? Are y'all lifting me up? Because we got to do some work. Iyanla said, I did my work. We got to do some heavy lifting. I need y'all to, be praying for me right now, lifting me up. Okay. Let's go and find those notes. Here they go. Here they go. I have them here. This is alleged text communication between Bishop Matthews and somebody else, right? That was leaked. He was having a conversation with somebody, and then they leaked the conversation allegedly to the young man. And Bishop Matthews was saying, I really appreciate that if you can negotiate that. I just really want me and my wife and kids to begin the, okay. And you can't see what it is because they only screenshot, you guys, the messages. They didn't open it up. There's another one that said, thanks, give him these words. I forgive him. Let's let it die down. I won't come after him. And then it cuts off again. Okay. Are y'all with me? I just want to concentrate on my wife and rebuilding us transparently and honestly, like you said. So evidently somebody was talking to him and giving him some information. They said it was some lady, some activist or whatnot. And then he says, at the end of the day, I will be okay. The church will be fine. But my wife and kids are in a really bad place right now. Okay. Then he says, I would really appreciate that if you can negotiate that. I just really want my wife and kids to begin the, okay. Got it. And then there is another alleged communication from him. And it says, if it's not you, then announce it, not you, and keep it moving. Okay, I'm going to try to reach out to him. And then he says, I talked to her. We had a very transparent conversation, and I can't do that. What she want me to do to him, because I don't need to be in jail. So that's not on the table. That's coming allegedly from Bishop Matthews. So somebody told him, if it's not you, then announce it. It's not you and keep moving. And then she said, okay, I'm going to try to reach out to him. And then Bishop Matthews says, I talked to her. We had a very transparent conversation, and I can't do what she want me to do to him because I don't need to be in jail. So that's not on the table. Maybe he's speaking about what his wife wants him to do or what somebody, I don't know. And then somebody says to him, delete this about the violent part because he don't want to be in jail. And so somebody said, delete this. And so these screenshots were sent to the young man, y'all. And so he then posted it. That's how we all know about it. Again, everything is still alleged at this point, y'all. From my understanding, from what I heard from very reputable sources, it was said, are y'all ready? That Bishop Matthews said that he went to go meet the young man. He went to go meet the young man, and he got convicted and he did not go through with it. We're still waiting on this Airbnb footage of him coming out of the Airbnb that the porn star / sex worker told us we were going to get. That has not happened. We do have an update. The young man, the porn star / sex worker, a couple of his videos he has either deleted or privated. A couple of his videos he's either deleted or privated from the last day or two. He does have videos up of him going to a nightclub, partying, giving the nightclub a nice review. Yeah. I guess he went to maybe a drag show or something, and he gave the show a great review. But some of the videos that he posted in the last 2 days have been deleted because I went back to look and they were gone. All right. Are y'all lifting me up and praying with me today? But because the young man has been on several platforms, what you said is now all over the place and is archived as a digital record. So a lot of things you have said has already been archived and saved and whatnot, and there we have it. Okay? Okay. I went through the messages. I went to my brother William McCrae's Patreon. I had the messages, and then I wound up, it was taking up too much space. I wound up deleting them, but I knew I could go to William's Patreon because he has them archived, and I was able to retrieve them again. But it was too many text messages in my pictures, honey. I wasn't taking up that space, not for this. Okay. So here we go. I went to my brother Obnoxious with Sir William's Patreon page, and I decided to go through the messages again earlier when I was having lunch. I said, okay, go through it just one more time, Thais. Just one more time for the road. Let me go on the record and say, so everybody in the comments after this video, let me go on the record and say, Pastor Bishop Matthews, I believe, had a experience or interaction with this young man. Do you understand? Do you get it? Are you okay now? I believe he had an experience or an interaction with this young man. The problem is this young man is the worst person you could ever come in contact with if you have something to lose. Continue to share this video, y'all. What are the likes looking like? I believe that he had an experience or an interaction with the young man. Okay? That experience does not have to be sexual. It does not. It can be like he's saying it is. It was an attempt, and I changed my mind. I was looking at these text messages, and he has it saved in his phone as Ryan from Jack. That's where he says, and I believe he said he's been talking to Bishop for a year. Right? Isn't that what he said? He's been talking in one of the videos. I remember him saying, maybe I overheard him wrong, but he's been dealing with the bishop for a year. 133 likes, 500. Oh, we can stop. We can stop the show. Stop the show. Stop. Nashville, if you're here, y'all can do a little bit better than that. Let's stop the show for a minute. Let's get this together. Let's clean this up. We either get 200 likes or the show stops indefinitely. I'm in my mode right now, but I can pause my mode. We either get 200 likes or you're not going to get this exclusive tea. Let me put this up right here, because I'm going to drop y'all what I found in my investigative reporting. I'm going to give you a Tyesse Report exclusive, but y'all got to get these likes up. Y'all let me know where we at. Okay, that's what I thought I heard too, Lagretta. 154. Okay, we about 46 away. Let's get these likes up to 200 even, or we just sit here and wait till we get to 200. Okay, 180. We almost there. Jesus getting us ready for that great day. Who shall be able to shine? Mother Brown, the real Mother Brown, back at my old church, she didn't say stand. It's supposed to be who shall be able to stand, right? Mother Brown would say, the real Mother Brown, who Jesus getting us ready for that great day. Who shall be able to shine? Okay, we're at 200. Let's rock and roll. Upon information and belief, I like that. I like that. Ryan from Jack is who he lists this conversation with, and it's about 20 screenshots of Ryan from Jack, right? And can I give y'all one of the, I'm not trying to gross y'all out. Can I give y'all one of the things? Okay. Are you hosting where I pick you up from? Where are you? Are you in Madison still? No, downtown. I still got to clean out when I get back home and then come back downtown. That means it'll be after 3. I just have to catch up next time. For those that don't know what clean out means, that means you have to douche. I sat there and I went through these messages again for a second look. I said, hold up. Clean out means he needs to douche, his anus, so he can be squeaky clean for the meat, okay, for the sex. Chef done. I still got to clean out when I get back home. What married pastor is going to go home and douche? Y'all, come on now, y'all. We can't be this dumb. We can't be this dumb. What married pastor say, I gotta go home and and then come back downtown? This means I'll be up after 3. Men do that. Yeah, you have to douche before you have sex, Theo. You have to clean yourself out. There are some people that are naturally, they don't really need that, but there's very few. But you got to clean yourself out before you have sex now. You can't just, some people don't need to do that. But good hygiene is very important. Because some people can't take all that meat up in you like that. They use douche or a fleet enema. It depends on the man. Not a female douche, but some men use fleet, and some men just use purified water. Let me get you a cold water and a fan and a wet rag. Where is he hiding his tools? I was getting there, Christopher Jones. I shouldn't do this. Should I show y'all what this stuff looks like? I'm about to go viral. I have a couple in the. I'm at Chef Dun. Chef Dun, can I show them what these things look like or no? That's a brother that, you know, I trust him. Chef Dada, should I show you? Harold, yay or nay? I'm gonna get Harold and Chef Dada. Should I show them what they look like? Let them Google. Okay, because I can show you what they look like. No, okay. All right. I can see the thumbnail now. Yes, show us. Jay Lamar says no. Okay, I'm not gonna show y'all. Okay. Because I can go to the bathroom and show you what these things look like. Okay. Not like you know, they're still in the packages, y'all. Okay. ASAP says no. Okay. Because you know what they're gonna do. They ain't gonna do them but screenshot it and you know. Okay, y'all. So you have Fleet Enema. They have it at the drugstore. Y'all know. Okay, good. Okay, so they have Fleet Enema at the drugstore. They have empty dish bottles, empty, you know, bottles that you get online, Amazon. You put water in it and then you clean yourself out, and then you can have really great intimate relations with your new friend, okay? Or your trade. Please don't, Elder. I should go get it. They'll have content for weeks. I know they will. Okay. Since you put it that way, don't do it. Okay. That's cute. They come in different colors. So you have dish bottles that are empty, and then you can go at the drugstore and get Fleet. And they also have the knockoff Fleet, the CVS brand, the Walgreens brand at the drugstore, right? It's just up to you what you want to do. Okay. A friend of mine prefers to date a married couple. So you're not listening. You're not listening. You're listening to respond. I never said married men don't clean out. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. So you're listening to respond instead of just listening. So what married man, in the case of this bishop, is gonna go home and his wife is there? That's real bold, y'all. And then go in the bathroom and douche. And then another thing is that where are you putting the douche bottle? That's why I said it takes a minute for you to listen. I am like, where are you putting the douche bottle and all this stuff? Are you buying it and then taking it to the bathroom and then douching, putting it back in the bag, then going to the trash can? Where do you take the empty douche bottle? Where do you take the box? That was my point. I am light. Oh, you responding to somebody else? Oh, okay, sorry. So married men do. But in the case of this pastor, I was trying to be like, I know he ain't that bold to go home and douche with his wife upstairs in the bed. Do they have separate bathrooms? Who take out the trash? Do you take the empty douche bottle and put it in a Kroger bag and put it in your trunk? This shit right here don't make no sense to me. You got somebody listed as Ryan from Jack. You said you met him on Jack. Somebody may say, and here's another piece, y'all. Somebody may say, well, he said he know what Bishop's booty looked like. He got marks on his booty. I believe it's possible he do know Bishop got marks on his booty. Do you want to know why? Because on Jack, everybody got a booty pic if you're a bottom. So he may have met Bishop on Jack, right? Or Grinder. But my point is that, and I'm going to get to this exclusive in just a minute. My point is that he may be using Ryan, a guy from Jack, text messages to use them on Bishop. He may have saw Bishop on TV and discovered who he was. He might have. And came up with this whole situation, y'all. Are you following me? These messages are from somebody on Jack, but they may not be Bishop. He used a text chain from somebody and attached it to Bishop. The problem with Bishop is that Bishop, you can't even come out and defend yourself because you're not even supposed to be gay. That's why my video yesterday was just for the win. I was begging you come out and give it sound, but you know, and Bishop Gates probably already told you, them people not going nowhere with at that church. You did exactly what I thought you was going to do today. William said it too last night. That church was going to be packed. Them people was going to be shouting and jumping over benches. And that's exactly what they damn did. Them folks ain't going nowhere. Bishop Gates may be the Olivia Pope in this. Bishop Gates probably told him, baby, let this play out, see how this goes, give it some time, and you may not even have to come back and even explain nothing. Because, you know, this stuff, he's giving him the Brian Corn, shout out to Brian Corn, playbook on how to handle this. Brian Corn just had a whole woman come out and empty her lower intestines. Are we talking about that now? No, because we're not talking about Bishop Matthews. Does anybody remember Vashti? No, you don't remember Vashti. Why? Because we're on to the next scandal. I'm getting to that in just a minute, just Linnell. I think Bishop Lambert Gates is the Olivia Pope in this. I put question marks up because maybe Bishop Matthews already knew this on his own. Maybe he didn't get maybe he didn't get the blueprint from Bishop Gates. Bishop Gates, I don't want you to catch no stray. Maybe Bishop Matthews already knew how to handle this. We probably was thinking too lowly of Bishop Matthews. They say he was in a situation like this allegedly 6 years ago. And he laughed it off and ain't nobody heard nothing else about it until now. Okay, y'all ready for the exclusive? Are you ready? Before I get to that, there was one more piece I wanted to talk about. Are you hosting? All gay men know what that means. Are you hosting? Can I come to your house and we do what we do? Are you hosting? Y'all got me? Okay. Are you hosting? All gay men know what that means. Can I come to your house? All right. And then it says, before we get to our exclusive information, well, I can do a motel tomorrow. No, I'm okay. I'm going home. Don't want to do the car thing. I only host. Me too. I don't go to nobody's house. I don't know. I only host here. I don't host. Okay, I don't do none of that. Okay. Well, I can do a motel tomorrow. Don't want to do the car thing. Now, I may be naive. I may be Pollyanna of Atlanta. But I don't believe that Bishop Matthews was in no car, getting fruck in no car. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. That Bishop Matthews is over there in a car getting frucked. Now, that's risky. I know that kind of stuff is hot. But baby, listen. I believe this is Ryan from Jack. Ryan from Jack, not Bishop Matthews. I do. What time you gonna be ready? I don't want to do the car. That's why I asked when you gonna be ready, tonight or tomorrow. Okay, y'all. I got you a part, and this is from MLK weekend, January 17th. Okay. It says, right, I see you live. And then he says, good morning, waiting on my direct deposit. Why I haven't reached out. Bishop, if that's the case, that's Bishop saying he waiting on his direct deposit. That's why I haven't reached out. And then the porn star says, okay, well, I'm gonna catch my flight because before it's too late. And then Bishop says, when the flight, I'll let you know when it hit. That's why I said last night, I'll let you know for sure. Now, people do play around about their money. They waiting on the check. Men do that, especially tricks. I'm waiting on my money to hit. That ain't far-fetched, y'all. It's not. Okay, but listen. This is when you're not sure if you want to meet somebody and you may have another piece lined up and you don't want him to think you coming. So I'm waiting on my check to come. I'm waiting on my direct deposit. But I'm just saying, y'all. Then there's this rate discussion. I thought we were linking up again and I pay you $250. So the young man's rate is $250. His escort rate is $250. Okay. And then the young man talks about how it's MLK weekend. That's how we can see and connect this together. January 17th is 2025, because if it was 2024, we would have a year attached to it, right? So it's just January 17th because it's in the same year. It doesn't say 2025. It says January 17th. That lets me know it's the same year, right? Okay. So he said it's MLK weekend. Why would I stay in Nashville when I can go to Atlanta? You know, and MLK weekend in Atlanta is very popular. Okay. All right. I decided to go to, and Bishop Matthews, if you wasn't so scared to talk about your truth and to talk to the people, you probably could have did this too, because I don't think there's going to be no investigative process. I don't. I think you're going to let this die down, let this play out. And I'm not going to go as far as what that other content creator said. What's their name? I don't give them no free shout out. Talking about they believe is some type of payout has happened, alleged payoffs. I'm not going that far. But Bishop Matthews, you could have did the same thing that I did and kind of, came out and said some things and, gave some clarification. And this could have been dead a long time ago. But people are going to assume, well, he was tending to his wife and the kids were coming in. And no, when you have situations like this, you got to get clear, get situated, and stop this stuff in the bud when you got somebody like this young man. You got to say, oh, no. You're not going to destroy my name. Because I don't care what you say. This mark will be on your name in Nashville forever. If you don't never come out and say nothing, that's fine. And your members may not go nowhere. They may not. But this right here is not something you just let slide away. When somebody is saying that I'm out here barebacking and having somebody ejaculate in my anus, you're not going to say that on my name and that I'm defecating on you. You're not going to do that on a public forum to me. Somebody say, well, Tais, you might not know what he may have planned later on. He say he's in there investigating. I've been in the black church long enough to know it ain't no investigation. Okay. I went to Bishop Matthews' page and I scrolled through a lot of Bible scriptures and church conferences. Chef Don, I was scrolling. I said, I know what I can do. I said, I know what I can do. I can go to Bishop's social media and I can go to January 17th. I can go to the MLK weekend on his social media. And Callie, I was just scrolling. strolling until I got to MLK weekend of this year. Harold, when I tell you I was strolling, but I finally got to MLK weekend 6 months ago. Are y'all here? Are y'all playing with me? I get to MLK weekend on Bishop Matthews' social media. Bishop Matthews is out with his daughter at the movie, and with his daughter and look like her friends at the movies, at the damn gym. I was scrolling on the phone. It was around the time where TikTok was about to be shut down. And they were doing little jokes about that. The man was at the movies with his daughter. You got text messages over here from this person saying they're driving in from Jackson and they're in Madison. And on this Ryan text message chain, I'm driving in, I'm near Jackson, I'm near Madison. I go over to Bishop Matthews' social media, and I'm saying, I don't see nothing about him traveling. I don't see him out of town in no other cities. It's like it's two different scenarios. You literally have video footage of Bishop Matthews with his daughter at the movies on this weekend. And you don't see him anywhere visiting Memphis, Knoxville, Chattanooga, where he may be traveling through these cities. And it may be the fact that he was saying this to the young man because he may not want to date him, and he was saying that I'm not there, and I'm not. It may be the possibility of that. But when it comes to somebody like this young man, I lean on the side of, y'all, I think this is a whole ruse. You found somebody and you found that they were a pastor, and you decided that this is a good mark. Not only can I build my name and clout chase off this and get my exposure out here, but I can destroy somebody. That's diabolical, y'all. I knew in that video, I believe it's been deleted or taken down, when he said, I hope she basically unalives herself and he can unalive himself, I knew at that moment we're dealing with something different than anything that we've ever dealt with. But you cannot let Bishop Matthews off the gates. You can't let him off the gate because at minimum, Bishop Matthews, at minimum, according to what you allegedly said, you went to meet the boy, but you changed your mind. You went to meet the boy, but you changed your mind. But your wife is probably thinking to herself, because they said allegedly this came up a few years ago. And if she was really distraught, she's probably more distraught with herself because she didn't do what it took at that time to get herself untangled and cleared up out of this mess. But if y'all are only bringing in $4,000 a month, what can she really do? Think about that for a minute, y'all. For all y'all that's saying the woman needs to go and get up out of it, think about it. This is not the Potter's house. This is not Lakewood. This is not House of Hope. This is not New Birth. The conversation needs to be had. That's what they're saying, Theo. Well, at least the young man definitely said it, but some people in the chat on other threads have said that. Oh, this ain't new. We've heard an allegation like this before concerning this pastor. But the young man also said it. I don't really take too much credence from him until I saw some other people on threads say that this came up a few years ago, and he laughed it and played it off. Again, everything is always allegedly until we have something in our hand tangible. The first lady, from what we're hearing, that what they're saying is she wants to wait until the daughter is of age, the last daughter, and then she's going to go on down the road. Bishop Matthews was in the pulpit today, screaming, hooping and hollering, preaching. You know, that's what they do now. That's what these congregations do. I guess usually, y'all, it's a little different when it's a man. Usually, it's a little different. I did say that. But however, I think we're in a place where the facts have been blurred and the lines have been blurred to the point where now people are confused and they don't know what to believe. Does anybody understand what I'm saying about our new landscape? Where we have, you know, I'm going to be honest, the Tasha K's and the shade rooms of the world. There was a point when it was just like TMZ, but now, and they were, you know, reputable, but now we have so many people that have TMZ reach, and they don't care about how the news gets out, like the young man in Florida that really started this viral thing going. The young man in Florida, and then left the story, ran away when he heard there was possible talk of a lawsuit. So he gave the young man the first major platform, and I say major loosely. He gave the young man the first major platform, the guy in Florida. It blew up from there. All of the clips are his clips that are reposted. And then it took off from there. William McCray, who is one of the most well-known, renowned church bloggers out there, had him on his show and covered it. I was live with Dr. Reed, and we're talking and doing our banter and whatnot. And then he asked to come up. He was never invited on my show because I knew from the gate all of this was bullshit, or at minimum, there was so many holes it looked like Swiss cheese at minimum. So I had Dr. Reed on, and he asked to come up. So he's always been, you know, brought up, not invited. Thank you. No shade to Tasha K, because she's built a brand and she's a woman. No shade to her. But, you know, girl, you know how you move and some of the stuff you do, we can't ignore that, Mom. I'm sorry. She did build a brand, you know, she built a brand, although it's still kind of janky, but, you know, she did build it on the backs of so many people, yeah, lives and stuff. You know who's not talked about in all this, y'all? We talked about the porn star, the pastor, his wife, his kids, but nobody really ever talks about the church members. The church members, because they still, and you know, yes, they in there shouting. Yes, they in there hooping and hollering. Thank you, Christopher C. for 1515. They in there hooping and hollering. But y'all, we got to do better. Not we. Y'all got to do better, y'all, when it comes to this kind of stuff, for real. You got to start holding your pastors accountable. You got to start asking questions. Because this should not even be spoken among the brethren. It's normal. It's normal for us now. But, you know, technically, it shouldn't be really, this shouldn't be happening. Although it's normalized to us. But church folks, we got to do a lot better. And once you hear it, you can't unhear it. So you do know about it. So somebody needs to call a meeting or ask for a meeting and say, Bishop, can we have a town hall? Can we have a conference? and ask you some questions. Can y'all stop shouting for a minute? Can you stop shouting, jumping over pews, knocking over reefs? Can y'all calm down for just a minute? Because listen, I believe a lot of the sex act, maybe, the young man was, what do you call it? Exaggerating at best, lying at most. You'll never know, because Bishop Matthews has not come out and said anything just yet. Okay, so you probably will never really know. Because I believe this is going to be a sweep under the rug, move on situation. I really do. And if I'm incorrect, I'll come back in a week or two and tell y'all I was wrong. I really do think it's going to be a sweep under the rug. Let's all move on. I do. I really do. But I want to speak to my audience is like 75% women, y'all. I want to speak to the women in the chat, that identify as female, and that could be a lot of different demographics. You identify as female. If you identify as WOMAN, can you put a red or a pink heart in the chat if you identify as a woman? Red or pink heart in the chat. Okay. There is a conversation, y'all, that, it's a serious conversation, and that's about women's health. That's about women's health. It really is. HIV is still out there. HIV is still out there. And Black women suffer disproportionately at higher numbers than their white and any other counterpart. Bobby, I need y'all to stop spiritualizing this stuff. I need y'all to stop spiritualizing this stuff and just sit y'all asses down for a minute and just listen. Just sit your ass down in the chair and listen for a minute. Because all y'all do is y'all have a Bible scripture for everything. Can you please sit your ass down for a minute and have some real conversation? Put your Bible aside for just a day, a minute, Bobby. Damn. Brain clogged with scriptures and not enough thinking. I think that women's health is a conversation that needs to be had. I think women's health is a conversation that needs to be had because HIV is still real. But not only HIV, STIs and STDs are still real. Okay? Because let me get real raw. I want to get raw for people like Bobby and all the Bible thumpers that come up in the comments after the video uploads. Let me get real damn raw. Okay? I'm going to get real raw. And if you need to walk your ass out and go stand your ass in the vestibule, do that. I wasn't going to even get this damn raw, but because of Bobby and people like damn Bobby, let's do this shit. Let's do it. Thank you, Bobby, for opening up the gates of heaven so I can give this manner, and I'm about to go forward. The porn stars of the OnlyFans universe do not use, most of them from the gay OnlyFans universe do not use condoms because nobody wants to see condoms on porn. Everybody is raw dogging it now. But not only that, they like to ejaculate inside of each other and push it out. That turns people on. Bobby. Everybody wants to be bred. They have a website called Breed It Raw. That is the #1 black porn site in the porn sector world. It's called Breed It Raw, where they specialize in people getting cum in their ass. And your husbands, your pastors are out here meeting with these porn stars and sex workers that just had countless bareback sex, and their only conversation point is that I'm on PrEP and Doxy PrEP. Well, let me explain something to you. PrEP and Doxy PrEP does not stop syphilis, gonorrhea, herpes, yeast infections, pH balance problems, and countless other STIs and things, especially something that's really affecting Black women right now, and that is HPV. These are the men that your husbands and pastors are going out with and also barebacking with. Porn stars, sex workers. And y'all up in the church shouting, bucking, and running around the damn church. You see what I'm saying? I'm just, at this point, I'm just gonna block them. I'm just gonna block, because Bible brain is real. Larry don't know what he did when he broke that thing down. Bible brain is real. All these Bible thumpers, what David did, what Solomon did. Okay, we know, baby. Block their asses, Tais Squad. They ain't got time for this mess. I hope I am Miss Steph A. Love. I have worked in the field, working with men and women and children living with HIV for 24 years. I have seen it all. Thank you for sharing. I couldn't come on here and not. My sister, Valerie Spencer, y'all just see her as the beautiful spiritual gift in the show. That woman is a pioneer in this. She coined MSN. Her and others coined the word MSN. There wasn't even a designation for that until my sister and others gave it sound and gave it language. There was no delegation. People didn't even know what was going on. Men having sex with men. There was no information out there. So women were contracting all kinds of things, and there was no paper trail at one point. Oh my God, I wish I could break this thing down. There were no markers, indicators. Black women were coming up with HIV and nobody knew what the hell was going on. It wasn't until people that did the work went to Sacramento and these state capitals and found out what the hell was going on, Tais Squad. One of the main things that people found out was men were having sex in prison and hitting the streets and just forgetting all about their activities in prison, in jail. I know because I lived the life. I had men that I was intimate with in jail, and I saw them on the streets and they looked at me like they didn't know me. Once they hit the streets, they left everything in the prison that they did. And now they're at home having sex with their wives and girlfriends and now infecting her with what you done caught in the prison. And so women were, at that time, women were like, what the hell? I've only been with him. I've only been with Chris. Why am I infected? What did I do? The doctors were even baffled at that time. What? You know, they were actually your history, your sex history. I've only been with my boyfriend. What is going on? It wasn't for a long time where people start putting this stuff together. Well, oh, wait a minute, your man was in jail? Well, yeah, he was in prison for 3 years. Oh, that's where he got it from. So he got out of prison, and 6 months later, you're positive? Oh, okay. You see what I'm saying, y'all? But we're there right now. We're there right now where people are really sitting their asses up, spiritualizing and throwing Bible scriptures on this. Bishop Matthews is probably going to let this go ahead and do another slide on the rug. I'm not speaking for the man. I don't know him, but it's possible. But Bishop, let me explain something to you, sir. If by chance you're dealing with homosexuality and stuff like that, if this is true, some of this stuff, what they're saying, sir, listen, it does not go away. It will hunt you again. You will get through this second wave. They say it was the first one, but I guarantee you there will be a third. Okay? And if y'all are out here, not ascribing this to Bishop, but if y'all are out here having unprotected sex with these sex workers, and now everybody believes that if they're on doxy prep and prep, that it's foolproof. When we have articles from several noted medical publications that there have been people on prep that have still contracted HIV. If you don't know that, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to sit up here all day long and preach from my damn channel. We have other news to get to. We have a madman in the power seat, y'all. I'm not going to sit here all day. Some of this stuff is really Googleable. But I feel passionate about this because I know so many women out there don't know. So I do feel compelled. I have to. I've done shows like Get Your Health On and Queen's Corner. Women have told me I've saved their lives. So, First Lady Matthews, if you want to hold out until your daughter get grown and see what you're going to do, honey, I can't. We had a real powerful conversation last night in Patreon. You can go listen to some of the women, Sister Sarah, Tim Bree. When I tell y'all they laid that thing out, go watch it. Those women that have lived the pain and hurt of all of this, betrayal and hurt, they were in Patreon last night. And we're planning on having a whole conversation about this, y'all. For real. Hey, Larry. Tais, so the miscommunication is that the meds keep you from spreading the virus. PrEP is a really great advancement. Samara, I remember the days, sister. I encourage everybody here today to watch Dallas Buyers Club with Matthew McConaughey. I encourage every viewer, all 800 of you, to watch Dallas Buyers Club with Matthew McConaughey. Samara, I remember when you were taking like 40 pills a day to stay alive. 40. And now there's one a day. And now they're trying to move to one. I believe it may be out. I'm not sure. But once a month. That's how far we've come. But I need people to understand this. Doxy prep and prep are godsends. This is not an anti-prep and doxy prep channel. Please take it. Please. But so many people take prep and doxy prep and then live reckless. That's my point, Samara. That's crazy. Doxy prep and prep will give you a great opportunity to shield yourself from a horrible disease. It really will. You know what it's like, Samara? It's like escaping a burning building, right? You see a burning building, someone and it's on fire, and then you say, I want to go back in and get my stuff. I think I may have a chance to go in there and get my stuff, right, Samara? But before I go back in the burning building, let me pour some gasoline on myself. That's how I akin this reckless behavior on prep to be. The building's on fire. I may be able to go in there and get my stuff out of there, a couple of my belongings. But before I go back in, I'm going to douse myself with gasoline. So you have a great safety barrier, prep and doxy prep. But now people are out here raw dogging with everybody because they feel like doxy prep and prep is the, I'm good to go. So I'm gonna bear back with everybody I know. And it does not cover other STIs or STDs. Whew. I think these days everyone should be on prep regardless of your orientation. Excuse me. SB2, Tamar tried to talk about that. And I think it was just because it was her and her conversations are always, Tamar's conversations are always a little problematic. But she talked about that living in Atlanta, and people assume that prep and doxy prep and all this stuff is just for gay men because whenever you watch a gay TV show, right? Whenever you watch RuPaul's Drag Race or any of the gay, that's the only commercials you see. So people just assume that, oh, these pills must be just for gay men only. They're not. Men have the same things internally that women have. Now, of course, gynecologically, and there's some, differences, but, women have 2 kidneys, women have 1 liver, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know why, if a woman is sexually active and you in a city that may be a little high risk, I see nothing wrong with a woman taking prep and doxy prep if you're sexually active. Yeah. And that's what my friend that works in that industry was saying, Larry. They know the money is in the gay community. And women are not going to just be out here buying unnecessary pills when they have a whole household to take care of. I ain't got time to be adding no money to my monthly budget. I ain't got that wilding out there anyways. So they focus on the community that they think is having the most high risk sex, and that is gay men. So when you watch RuPaul's Drag Race, you're gonna have at least 8 commercials on some type of medication. Well, I'm asexual, so I don't have none of those problems, baby. Okay, sure. I mean, okay. She said, okay, sis. She said that? Oh, well, okay. Thank you. Well, I'm asexual, so I don't have none of these or those problems. Okay, sis, thanks. Do you think if we stop shaming men for being bi, etc., they will feel comfortable enough to tell us so we can make the choice? Okay, Miss LaShonda, I used to think a lot about that kind of stuff. Because, there's bottom shaming, there's gay shaming, and listen, there's just some men out here that are going to be dogs. I don't give a damn if we had red carpets rolled out for them everywhere they went. There's some women out here that are going to do what they're going to do regardless. We at this point, we just really can't make no more excuses for nobody. This is about personal choices and the result of your behavior. And this is not to extrapolate the conversation, Ms. LaShonda, about how the Black church has been the #1 catalyst for everything we're talking about, right? I'm sorry, they have. They're responsible for 98.9% of this, what we're experiencing right now. Many say that, Larry. Many say that. I haven't went through the hard numbers yet, brother, but many say that. And the thing about it is that gay people are always talked about as being reprobates and abominations. But you have straight people that will fruck anything moving with a warm hold. But you know what, Samana? You know what, sis? So many women's sex lives are kind of like on hold, sis. And it's not that nobody wants, it's not that you want to be out here like Sarah Jessica Parker in Sex and the City, but so many women sex lives are been paused. Like when you pause because of the environment that we live in, and it shouldn't be that way. You should be able to go and get you some release. It shouldn't be like, oh my God, I don't want to go out there. It's like Bird Box the movie. What's going on out there, y'all? In the dating pool, in the dating scene. Oh, honey, I'm good. Let me close my legs. I'm good. Are those warts? What is that green discharge? Oh, honey, I'm good. Let me go back in the house. I can't do it. The stigma needs to be removed from all diagnoses and one's choices. I agree, Miss Steph A. Love. I had friends that lived with the virus, and we were close friends, and they were ashamed to tell me for years before they would come out and open up to me. And I'm not, listen, let me explain something to y'all. I'm not sitting here on Evelyn Champagne King's internet, sitting there acting like I'm a damn virgin and that I have walked on water and pressed grapes and stuff and made, water into wine. At 19 years old, my mother died from breast cancer after a courageous battle with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. I did the same with the family for a while, stayed with this person, stayed with that person, just trying to find my way, hung out with bad people, some bad people over here, hung out with some people over here. It was just a lot going on. And then I ended up on my own by choice because the environments that I lived in were not conducive with who I was. So like many gay people, I had to go out and find my way and figure out what was going on. What I was looking for, I didn't understand this until I heard T.S. Madison talk about this. What I was looking for was community. And I was not finding it in the spaces that I was in, many of which were heteronormative and religious and binary. I needed intersectionality. I needed color, and not the color you're thinking about. So I ventured out. I didn't even know what that was. I walked away. I was like, what? I didn't even know what that was. You walk away and you find community because you don't have. Hold on one second. Get some water, y'all, because I'm preaching. I'm preaching to the point where baby, it's going down. Hold on. Okay. I did not have what it took in the communities that I was in to do what I needed, you guys. I did not. And to get what I needed. So I went out and found community and found people that were like me. Here is the only problem, though. Here's the only problem, Thai Squad, new followers and friends. Most of the time, the communities that you're going to find are usually adjacent to areas where, the kids are hustling and surviving. That is the only thing you're going to experience. It's going to be usually near the boulevard, near the blade, near the track. So you're going to find community. You will find community, Thai Squad, but usually it's going to be down by the pier if you're in New York, on Westheimer if you're in Houston, over on 9th and Kipling if you're over in Denver, Post and Larkin if you're in San Francisco, 16th and San Pablo if you're over in Oakland. Santa Monica Boulevard if you're over in LA. Ponce de Leon, if you're over in Atlanta. Biscayne Boulevard, if you're over in Miami. Well, that's what they say. So you're going to find community, but it's going to be near people surviving. Because the people that you need to be near, I forgot about University Boulevard in San Diego. I met a really hot Navy man down there because the base is right there. That's a night I will never forget. So the Boulevard is next to where people are at surviving, y'all. And so I'm just saying, it's not like I'm sitting up here talking from a soapbox. I'm talking from experience. I've lived this life. I have. And God saw fit for me to live to get out of it. I worked the Boulevard. I worked the track. I worked the Boulevard for many, many years. That's what we did. We went out, we hustled, we made our money, and we survived. I didn't know that everybody else was there. We all had the same pathology. Some were thrown out of their homes. Some left. Many people just forged out and tried to find a new path. And we all converge on the same space, you guys. How did you get out of it? When did you stop? How did I get out of it? I had a friend named Trevor, and he was living downtown. And downtown LA in the early 2000s were going through this renaissance. They were gutting out old buildings, historic buildings. They were turning them into affordable housing. And they did it in San Francisco as well, in the Tenderloin. So they were gutting out these historical buildings and making them brand new and giving subsidized housing. And my friend Trevor, he said, Tais, you could come downtown. They got a lot going on down here. I always thought of downtown like, child, where Skid Row? I can't. I was too bougie, y'all. No, I'm not going down there. What the hell you think? I'm not going down there. And eventually, I took him up on it. I went down and I filled out one of the applications for one of the buildings that was through an agency. They had these agencies, philanthropic agencies that were, what was I saying? They were offsetting the rent you would pay, and then you would pay a smaller amount. And these rich donors and corporations were, handling the rent for you. It was really, really great. And so I said, okay. And then I eventually went down there. I filled out an application and got a call. I was approved. What? Okay. So now I can, subsidize. They subsidize the rent. So I said, okay, well, here's what I can do. Now I can move down here and I don't have to go to the Boulevard anymore. I don't have to go hustle and do all that stuff. And of course, until you really get on your feet, you still dibble and dabble. So you may go back to the Boulevard every now and then, but until you get on your feet, you're still, trying to make it work until you get on your feet. And I don't know. I used to hear my mother say, if you make one step, God will make two. She used to always say that, may she rest in peace. If you make one step, God will make two. And I don't know. When I got that building, when I got approved for that building, things just started opening up. I got a job. At a mailbox place. I wound up working there 11 years. I actually, at the same time, went and enrolled in LACC. Went to LACC, got that, I'm like, oh my God, things are just turning around here. And eventually, over time, it's like there was no need to go to the Boulevard no more. I officially just, stopped going to the track, And then my life just changed from there. And then, of course, I started, blogging on Facebook. In the early days, it was like 30, 40 people watching on Facebook. And over time, it just grew and grew and grew and grew. And then eventually I went to, because Facebook, they're not going to let you get really too far. especially if you're a truth teller, they're gonna cut you off at some. They're gonna shadow ban you at some point. If you talking too much, you know, they're gonna let you go. So eventually, I said, okay, enough. And so I wound up, you know, getting involved with this demon in Florida, this warlock in Florida. That was like horrible, but it's okay. It was a stepping stone. It was a stepping stone, right? So being on his platform, because his platform was basically on ICU when me and Kyrie got there. So me and Kyrie saved that young man's platform. I mean, it was flatline when we got there. So me and Kyrie coming on that show, and then we formulated a show, and then it went from there. And so I quickly became a fan favorite on that show. And then, you know, things happened. And of course, the host then became jealous of me and my popularity. So, and then that fell apart. I found out from several people that what happened to me on that platform has happened to a lot of people. Okay. If one person gets too popular, it can go downhill. Okay. So that wound up happening with me and the guy over there on that platform. And of course, I wind up leaving. And God saw fit for me to leave that channel and start my own channel. Full disclosure, when I left, half of the people left with me. I ain't gonna sit up here in front, y'all. When I left, half of the people left with me, right? But that helped. That did help. I had a choice. I could have left that platform and fell on my face. But I was so good at what I did, and people loved me so much. There's people in the chat, whenever I say that, they're going to say, I did. They're going to say, did. I already know they're going to say it. Wait. I already know they're going to say it, because as soon as I say that, they always say, did. Okay. Oh, my God, y'all, stop. So when I left that channel over there, y'all, in Florida, the Florida guy, I had two things that could have happened. It could have been a success, or I could have flopped, but God saw different, and the rest is history. And then I had some other little things. We ran into Sybil. Remember Sybil? She was crazy, and we didn't know how crazy she was. She had a whole media company and had fake employees and stuff. So y'all, we've been through a lot. The Tais Squad have been through hell, y'all. Then we had content creators doing hit pieces on us, and they had content creators I thought was friends, and then they hated my guts. And child, we'd have been through hell. We did this thing, y'all. We landed right. Yeah, we've been, we'd have been through it. But we're in a wealthy place. Shout out to LaShawn Tais. We're in a wealthy place now. And so there's so many young people that are still out there today, hustling, trying to make it. That was 20 years ago for me, at least 25 years ago for me. But there are young people. I told y'all when I first saw the young man with this story, it broke my heart, because I hate to see that church dogma that he's steeped in, right? It breaks my heart. However, I cannot still sit up here, even though it breaks my heart, and allow you to play in our faces. And when it comes to my followers, I got to tell the truth, what I believe. On a serious note, this is why that young dude should have listened to you, Ty, because your experience could save him. I hope he's watching this right now. There's nobody that can save him, unfortunately. I met young men like him. He's uncoachable. Okay? He's uncoachable. The Zeus Network, Bigo energy that presides within that demographic has got them thinking that they are going to be the next star. And the people in the chat make them feel important and seen. And I can't compete with that. Larry, nobody. A licensed physician, psychologist, nobody can compete with that. He's uncoachable. He basically, unfortunately, that young man is going to hit a brick wall, and it may not end well for him, because people like that are reckless and, you know, that are out there, usually they run into a brick wall. I've seen several in my day that I back in the day tried to help, and it didn't end good with them. You know, I pray that it does not happen like that with him, you know, but I look at it like this: if he was under the leadership of Sam Franklin, and then her just telling him to stop caused him to turn on her and denounce her and her ministry, from what I'm hearing. If that was his pastor, and they say she's really been there for him, right? And if her just telling him, you know, this ain't the way to go about it, bring it down, stops, if that caused him to turn on her and denounce her, how the hell is he gonna listen to me or Larry? And we don't even know you. So he has to run on and see what the end is going to be in SP2, unfortunately. Oh, he's out there. And so I don't know. Tasha K, baby, listen, I don't know. Now, Tasha K, she's reckless too, but she's a little reckless too. But one thing she don't do, she ain't gonna have no bullshit on her show. I do know that about her. That's why she kind of hung up when he was talking about that dookie, y'all. Okay? You know, that's one thing about her. If she clocked the T now, if she clocking some bullshit, she ain't gonna have you on her brand. Yeah, that's what they say, Larry. They say he denounced Sam Franklin. I don't go there no more. That's what I heard. Did y'all hear that too? Said, honey, he cool. He cool on Sam Franklin. And they say that woman done bailed him out of jail allegedly and did all kinds of stuff. Helped him. And I said, child, but y'all think me and Larry gonna make a breakthrough? I know what everybody's saying. Tais, well, Bishop Matthews preached today and he did his thing. Is it over with? I don't know what it is. Bishop Matthews, he preached. I don't think First Lady was there. She probably couldn't take it. Did anybody see First Lady Matthews today over at the church? Do you have anybody? We got 800 people in the chat. Somebody from the damn chat was over there at that church. That's what I heard, Harold. That's what I heard. They said Sam Franklin did a lot for him, and he said he done with her. He went on the Crown Guy show. He went on the guy over there, the Crown Guy. After he finished that, he said that, you know, he did nothing for me. He didn't ask me no good questions or nothing. Okay. Then he went on William McCrae's show. William McCrae said he reached out to him and tried to talk to him and ask him questions. He hung up in William's face. I was on the phone. I was on the damn live when he did that. William was just trying to ask him a few questions. He hung up in William's face. He said he don't like me. It's okay. You don't have to like me. I promise you, I will not lose any sleep. I promise you. And then, last but not least, he said Sam Franklin, he's done with her. He said he done with Sam Franklin. Now, Tasha K did a little 4-minute interview with him on her last live. And I guess the interview is still on, the sit-down interview. I don't know if it's going to have any kind of effect now that Bishop Matthews took to his pulpit, y'all. Bishop Matthews took to his pulpit. He ain't running from the pulpit. So I don't know. I think maybe the bulk of the damage has already been done. So I don't know if, Dana Dane said he has turned on every voice of reason. Yeah, sis, I don't know what the hell is going on around here. Now, okay, so he go on Tasha K and it don't work out the way she, the way he think it should work out, then he turn on her. She ain't shit. I would have listened to the voice of my leader. There's one thing I learned from Dr. Reed, and that is you have to have a covering. I thank God for my close confidants. Dr. Reed is one of them. Pam Esquire. We was talking early this morning when I first got up. Great conversation. I'm glad I have people that I can talk to. Timbery, you know. I think he got an envelope by now and he will be quiet. That's the other bloggers saying, Sherman. They said some of them videos that come down. There's a few of the videos that came down and some other thing. I don't know, baby. I'm not comfortable talking about no envelopes. I don't want to do that to Bishop Matthews. I don't think Bishop Matthews would be in a position to give him an envelope. It would have to be somebody above him that would give him an envelope. Because this is bad for business. This is bad for the brand. So I don't know. All I know is the boy was out at the club last night watching a drag show. And he was live, you know, telling everybody how he enjoyed the drag show. And they did not show up at that church today, y'all. I knew that. I already knew that. They didn't show up at the church to protest, none of that stuff, y'all. Yeah, he hung up on William and right on the live. Yeah, Larry Reed says, I teach counsel, leadership, and coaches, or even prophets. I rebuke covering concept. Yeah, Larry. Yeah, bro. Larry said he don't believe in all that covering and stuff. But sometimes that covering means just that, cover. Ty, you are the most prolific content creator in these YouTube streets. You're simply amazing, telling your testimony and speaking truth to power. I could have told that young man how to do this the right way. You know, I could have told him, he could have still told what he needed to tell. But that platform you went on at first, it set the atmosphere for the spirit. Because that young man in Florida has a demonic spirit on him. And that young man, you know, the content, the porn star, he's already dealing with some stuff going on. So when them spirits combust, oh my God. You see that boy in Florida, the Crown guy down there in Florida, dropped the porn star off, dropped his story, and moved on to Todd Hall. Didn't even look back. Once he heard Bishop Matthews may be suing, he dropped that porn star boy, the OnlyFans boy, honey. We're not using his name anymore. I'm just calling him the porn star OnlyFans guy. He dropped that boy so fast and moved on to the Todd Hall bail bond story. He was adamant about showing up wearing pink. The way they was talking in that, I said, oh my God, they better go over to this man's church. But then everybody in my chat was saying, and even in William's chat, they were saying, child, they're not going up to that church because they're going to be arrested. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. They didn't show up. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't show up. Y'all, everybody talking about, well, you think some envelopes was involved? You think somebody got an envelope? A lot of y'all have been asking, Tais, when you say these envelopes, what are you talking about? I'm talking about an envelope. An envelope is somebody that paid you off or gave you an envelope. Let me show you the type of envelope I'm talking about. Let me pull it up so I can show y'all. When there's a payoff, this is the envelope I envision. Hold on. Where there's two. Hold on. Okay, let me give you another envelope. It's two envelopes. It may come in something like this with another envelope inside, and it may be an envelope like this with another envelope inside, and they put it under the door. It's an envelope. It can come as small as this too, though, y'all. They put a little money in it and they slide it up under there. They put like $5,000 in here, you know. It can be a check or it can be physical cash. And they slide it up under your door. Everybody's talking about, what are these envelopes Tyesse talking about? They put it in here and then somebody hand it to you. Here's the envelope. Don't say nothing else. Don't say another word. about this scandal. Do you hear me? Over at Tettinger and Tettinger. Don't say another word. You hear? I think I heard several people say this, y'all, and I don't want to gross you out, but the young man decided to humiliate Bishop Matthews with this alleged he defecated on me during sex. That is his main humiliation tactic, right? And then he says that Bishop Matthews allegedly gave him $1,000 because he defecated on him during sex. I was listening to William and I was listening to another blogger, and I'm kind of like thinking like, yeah, interesting. Is it possible? Shout out to William McCray, Obnoxious Media. Shout out to the other blogger. I'm not gonna name them. I'm not giving y'all no free publicity. But is it possible that Bishop Matthews went over there and tried to give the young man a little envelope to quiet him down? That he was threatened by the guy. The guy threatened him possibly. And that $1,000 was not because of no sex act, but the $1,000 was because of, let me try to go over here and give you something. Just leave me alone. Yeah, that's possible, y'all. It's possible. And then most people that do that, they didn't hit you up again. I want some more money. And if you don't give me no more money, I'm going public. That's why they say never pay. Once you pay, that's the big mistake. Okay, so he gave you $1,000 to shut you up. How they pass? They give you the envelope and they put it up in there like this. Here. Yeah. And then they have the money inside, either a check or wire or cash, and they hand it to you like this. So maybe that's the case, y'all. I don't think they actually did it. I think that it may be a case of, and Charlie, maybe a case of Bishop Matthews did go up there and meet the boy. And then the boy saw him on TV and came up with a scheme, him and Todd, and said, I can make me a little change off this. Oh, you a pastor. Well, look, I need something. I need a little change, or you're going to have to, call Tyrone. And if there was an exchange of any type of alleged extortion, Bishop Matthews not going to show that because it reveals a lot about him. Bishop Matthews can't show none of his receipts because your receipts, one, confirm what we already know. Any of your receipts will show your deception. So that's why I say I feel like they're going to just let this kind of like, your alleged deception. If you got any receipts that could prove different, you can't even present them because they're going to show, yeah, you were over there doing the most. Show the hand. Listen, I'm not going to keep showing his hand off. The envelope, they hand you the envelope and go just like this. And then you take the envelope and then you go on down the street. Everybody keep asking, Tais, what do these envelopes look like? They hand you the envelope here. That's how they do it in the movies and the Jason Bourne movies. They hand it to you. Here, take it. Bishop, what's that man's name? Bishop Matthews. He can't show no receipts that he have. He may have some receipts that show the boy was trying to, extort him or get money out of him. How can you show that? Because when you show that, it's going to confirm, one, and two, child, listen, it's going to open up a whole other Pandora's box for you. So Bishop Matthews was really in a real pickle. Baby, listen, let this be a lesson. The only thing is, y'all, in my experience is, that's why Brian Carn still have these things. No shade to Brian Carn. But, Tais Squad, if the church not leaving, if Bishop Gates is not going to really set you down, they say he's been set down before. We have any Kingdom City people here? They say Bishop set him down before, I believe, at least one time. Has Brian Carn ever been set down long-term, Tais Squad? I mean, listen. Bishop Matthews, if he sees that this is going to blow over in a few days and we're going to be moving on to the Diddy verdicts, which we are, because Diddy could actually walk. He could. I don't think so, but he could. Larry said he sat down for a little while. Okay, a few months only. Bishop Matthews see that this thing is going to blow over in a few days because the Diddy verdict is going to just set the whole internet on fire. It will. It is. And so he probably feel like, you know, in 3 days. But your name has been sullied in Mecklenburg County. No, not Mecklenburg County. That's Charlotte. Your name has been sullied in Davidson County. He was set down before, but not for long. He had other preachers come in. Oh, okay. But see, Bishop Matthews is an independent church. So, you know, it ain't really a lot of oversight over there. He can ride this wave out and see what the end gonna be. Bishop Matthews can really ride this thing out. So I'm telling y'all, them church people are not going nowhere. They feel that this is an attack from the devil. They're under warfare. Them church people not going nowhere. The first lady, she'll get better. She'll start feeling a little better. She'll get better over time, yeah. And when I say get better, Tais Squad, when I say get better, I want to be clear. She's not gonna be without her trauma. That trauma is real. She's not gonna be without trauma, but she will be functioning. That's a better word. Let me take better out. The first lady will be functional again. Yeah, the shock of it all. Oh, I'm sorry, nephew. Oh, you all right? Oh my God. Nephew said, Andy, you got 800 people in the chat. Nephew said, Andy, you got 800 people in the chat and you ain't asked for a dime. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry. You are right, nephew. I got caught up in the spirit. That STD conversation, it took me up. It exalted me. That STD women's health, that thing took me up. I'm just not coming down, nephew. You're right. You said you ain't raised a dime. I haven't. I ain't raised a penny. And 800 people are here. At least 200 of y'all need to send $10. Okay? Okay, so let me say this. If you would like to support this platform, this is probably going to be our last video on Bishop Matthews, unless there's a new explosive development, because we have a lot of things going on next week that we have to cover. Let me say this. I want to give y'all this announcement. So yeah, anybody that wants to support us, please do so. 888 is the number to give. 888 is the number to give or more. Okay. We really need like 5 people to give $100. Just 5 people to give $100 today. But 888 is the number to give. Cash App is our primary, and then you have 4 other ways to give right there on your screen. Okay. So Cash App is our primary, and then you have 4 other ways to give right there on your screen. Got it? Okay. Put my computer up. Okay, y'all got it? All right. 888 or more. Thank y'all so much. It's kind of coming in now. They're coming in. With 800 people here, I know we should be able to raise a beautiful Sunday offering. Thank y'all so much. 888. Okay. I have decided to do a video on the Bishop Jordan interview with that guy. Thank y'all so much. We can do a little better than this, y'all. It's trickling. It ain't coming in, it's trickling. Maybe it's all gonna come in at once. Okay, let's do a little bit better, y'all. All Tais Squad members, make sure you drop a Sunday seed on. We can do a little better than this now, Tais Squad. New followers and friends. Let's do a little bit better. Let's pick it up. 888. 444. There it goes. Okay, all right. Let's do a little bit better than this now. We can do better than this for a Sunday. I have given world-renowned coverage today. I think everybody should get a seed of $10 together. $10. Nashville, I think I have handled your city with respect and dignity. I know y'all should be getting a nice little seed together. I didn't say what all I was told. Thank you, Stephen. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what it is, Harold. You got what you wanted, viral on Facebook, and damn near destroy somebody's damn life for a Facebook viral. Okay, so I'm gonna cover the Bishop Jordan interview, y'all, tomorrow at some point. We're gonna move some shows around. I'm gonna cover it. I really didn't want to watch the interview. I was live on purpose. I was live on purpose when that video was live because I did not want to watch the video. I didn't, because I know why it was done. I get why it was done. And so I didn't want to participate in that type of deception and foolery, I will watch the interview, and I watched excerpts of it. I've seen clips of it, but we will give some commentary on it based on what I see. I won't watch as much as I can. This is no shade to Archbishop Bernard Jordan. It's no shade. I kid you not. I'm being very honest, y'all. I'm being very honest. Okay. Bishop, Bishop Jordan's voice, his speaking voice it kind of like, it's a little, to me, it's like, I don't want to say cringy, but it just kind of like makes my skin crawl a little bit. I don't know why. So I'm gonna have to push through that video. No shade to Bishop Jordan, but his speaking voice, it just, I don't know. It just always does something to me. That's just me. That's my personal, okay? All right. I'm just saying. Okay. Thank you, Benita, for $10. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Let me see. Let me see who all gave so far. Thank you, Miss Lisa, Bees, Chris, Stephen, Jason Bates, Travis Cole. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. Okay. Okay, now wait a minute now. Wait a minute. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that engaged so far. 6. I know y'all lying. Okay. We got 6 people that have sold a seed. I know there's a glitch in this Cash App. Oh, there you go. It's coming in now. Oh, okay. There you go. Okay, it's coming in. Oh, there you go. Oh, it was a delay. Oh, okay. We have been having weather problems. Thank you, Derek Jefferson, for $50. Regina Page, thank you. Excellent commentary. Thank you. Thank you for 444. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. It's coming in now. There it is. Okay. Hold on, I got a message. Let me see what this is. Okay. Okay. So we get word. We got word that the wife went to the service, y'all. The wife went to the service. She was there. Thank y'all, Ty Squad, for confirming. The wife was at the service. Good. 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 Okay. So she's functional. First Lady Matthews is functional. Good. 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 Thank y'all, Ty Squad. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Thank you, Jill J over on Chime. Stephanie A. Love, thank you for $10. Yeah, it's coming in, it's pouring in now. There it is. We have to unlock that atmosphere. Let me answer some questions. I see Michelle Holly had a question. Elder Tyesse, is it because you saw him at the White House? No, Michelle, I don't have anything either way with all of that. I don't understand your question, Michelle. My coverage is I want to cover the interview. I don't have anything to do with the White House and none of that stuff, baby. You say, is it because you saw him at the White House? No, Michelle. I said I'm covering the interview, Michelle. Michelle, I said I'm going to do commentary on the interview with Baconisha, Michelle. Uh-huh. That's what I said, Shell. Keep it coming, y'all. Thank you, Latanya Terry, Stephanie Love. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. It's coming in. It's coming in. Thank y'all for the ways. Thank y'all for the means. Let me put this back up for you. Okay. I can't stand to hear him talk. Okay. Thank you, Cali Girl, for $4.88. Oh, okay. Were they? Oh no, brother, for real? No, Chef Dun. I believe it. I believe it, Chef Dun Dun. Okay. We're almost where we need to be. Thank you, CC. We're almost where we need to be. We're almost there. Let me get back to this Prophet. What's that man named Prophet Jordan? Y'all, can we do a big we're gonna stay here for a minute. We're not gonna lose this, what do you call it? This algorithm. We're gonna stay here for a minute. Everybody sit down and relax. We're gonna keep the fire burning. You see the fire in the background. Oh, that's William. Let me tell him I'm live. Live, brother. Live now. William. Okay, I'm live now, William. William just got out of church. I can't stand to hear him talk. Yeah, I'm trying to let Michelle know. I don't know nothing about no damn White House. I don't give a damn about that damn White House. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no demons up there anyways. But I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna talk about the interview because you're dealing with somebody that's a slot bucket content creator. You're dealing with basically a nobody. So we need to figure out why was this interview even taking place? Can y'all please hit the like button for me? Everybody that came in late, thank you so much. We're $24 away. Let's make this happen. We're $24 away from a daily goal. Thank y'all so much. Okay, 2 people sitting $12. We're $24 away. We were on 0, so y'all have done what you needed to do. We are $24 away. If a blogger can't show you the Cash App, they lying. Because they'll say, oh, we're $100 away. We still need $50 more. We are $14 away, y'all. Y'all don't believe me? There it is right there. We came in on 0. We're $24 away. Will a man rob God? That's the question. I'll let y'all know when we reach our goal, our $200 goal. I'll let you know. We need 2 people to send $12 damn. Okay. First Lady was over there at the church. She went in. Bishop was in the pulpit, hooping and hollering and screaming, telling everybody to cry loud and spare not. So basically, y'all, it's what we were thinking. It's what we were thinking, Bowley. Business as usual. Let's get the let's get the party rolling. Yeah, we had a porn star, attack us, attack Bishop. Yeah. It is what it is. We need one more person to send $12. And we're going to close this out right here live on the air. We can do 300 if y'all want to, though. You do 300. Okay, we need $12 more. Why don't we shoot for 300 now? What you think? Mel, see 300 instead of the 200? Because I have been working hard. What you think, sis? Yeah, we better shoot for 300. Because I may be taking tomorrow off. I got to get ready for the Diddy verdict, y'all. Yeah, let's shoot for 300. Because I may be taking tomorrow off. But we do need $12 more. First lady was at church. Bishop was in the pulpit. Okay, Bishop was in the pulpit. And it is what it is. The young boy was over at a drag show last night, and he didn't show up over there in Nashville at the church. Ty, you preached it. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, let's shoot for $300. Yeah, let's shoot for 300. Okay, the boy was a no-show over there at the church. There was no picket. There was no protest. First lady stood by her husband per usual Black church protocol, and the rest is damn history, y'all. And so we have to wait and see what the young boy said. He said he's not going to stop. Is the Tasha K interview still on? Is the Tasha K interview still popping or what? He already gave her a little snippet. And so he got to fly down there from Nashville to Miami and sit down and talk with her. And then she'll probably put that in whatchamacallit, and her on her website. Tasha K gonna put that on her website, y'all. What happened to the protest? It ain't no protest, Goddess Fatima. They said they was going down there. They're gonna wear pink and rainbows. Ain't nobody went down there. Ain't nobody did shit. Y'all, are we serious? We're almost there, though. We're almost there. Y'all playing. Are y'all serious? We're almost there, though. We're $3.01 away. Oh, God. We still got to raise another $100 for my overflow anointing today, y'all. So let's get this 200 in the bag, and then we'll just work on the 100. Okay, we'll work on the 100. Thank y'all, everybody that came by here today to make this a special live. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Gladys Terrell. Thank you, Tori. Thank all of y'all. You mean the world to me. Okay. Okay. So now we reached our goal, and we're gonna work on this $85 now. Okay. We reached our goal, and now we're gonna work on this $85. Let's do that. And then we done for real, y'all. I promise. We done. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me tell you. Let me give you a new number. Okay. All right. Okay, we need to work on $68. Okay, we need to work on $68. Okay, somebody in the audience got $68 that you're not going to just do nothing to go to Starbucks with. Okay. Can we get serious for a minute, Ty Squad? Can we get really, really serious for a minute? So many people have left the church. So many people have left organized religion. And thank you, Jessica Smith Presley. I appreciate you. Events by Jess, thank you. So many people have left the church because of all of this spiritual malfeasance. And I don't anticipate there ever to be possibly another Azusa or a renaissance spiritually. I don't see it. I don't. Because people have seen too much. And then if there's no accountability, If all we do is shout and spiritualize it and throw a Bible scripture on it, y'all, then I mean, it's commentary. I'm a blogger, but I'm a commentator, but I'm also a child of God. I'm also a human. So I'm giving you commentary, community commentary, serious commentary, you know, but I'm also like, I live in the world that I'm commentating on, if that makes sense. I got to come on here and make y'all laugh and make y'all smile and think, because if I came on here and did this like Dan Rather, wouldn't nobody be in the audience. Everybody be like, who the hell is this guy? I'm out of here. So bloggers know you got to add seasoning, the right seasoning, not no lies, but you got to add flavor to your commentary. People just have too many choices to choose from commentary wise. So, oh, we close that out. Okay, we close that out. Somebody must have came in with a big number. Okay, y'all, we close that out 305.51. Okay, we close that out. The spirit just told me let's do 95 more. Ilalaboshi. I just heard the spirit say close it out with 995. Ilalaboshi. There it is. We're gonna still do 95 more. Let's close this out with $400. I need 2 people that believe in this platform and love this platform to send $50 right now. I don't know why y'all looking at me strange. Y'all pastors do this every Sunday. I grew up under this, with Roger the Cure. Ilalaboshi. I feel 400, an even number of 400. Why people looking at me crazy? Your pastor do this every Sunday and you don't do nothing. I grew up under Roger G. the Cure in Pasadena. I seen how he do it. Ilalaboshi. Okay. So we need one person to get, oh, wait a minute. Somebody just gave on Zelle. We may not need, wait a minute. Somebody just gave something on Zelle. Okay. Brother Ben gave 50 on Zelle. So what, we need 50 more? Well, since that's Zelle, that don't count. That's a separate, okay, we don't count that. Thank you, Brother Ben. Love you, brother. Love you. That don't count. Okay, we're just going to stick to Cash App. Okay, so Ty Squad, lock the doors. Let's get this done. We need somebody to give $45 and we need somebody to give $50, okay? And then we're really done, for real. I kid you not. But there's an overflow. Okay, Larry just gave a nice donation over on Venmo. But that's a special Ilalaboshi. Kilalasoshi. Okay, that's a special seed that Larry gave. That's the gold envelope seed. Okay, we're gonna stick with Cash App. Ooh, I smell sweet, fragrant roses in here right now. Oh no, that's his lotion. Yeah, that's his lotion. Yeah, I did smell a sweet, fragrant rose in here, Ty Squad. You can slide that over for me, Ty. Slide what over? What Brother Ben talking about? Slide what over? Okay, you want me to move the $50 to the number? We don't. Our accountant don't like us to do all that. He like us to keep our goals separate. Thank you, Larry, for the gold. Yeah, Larry gave us a gold envelope seed. Thank you, Kenneth, Brother Kenneth, for 1515. He's still under our prophetic goal for our subscriber seed. Bishop Matthews, we haven't forgotten about you. We coming back around there. Sit down for a minute, Bishop Matthews. Because I do want to tell you something, Bishop Matthews. William say, let me jump on. Okay, come on and jump on, William. William finna hop over here. We got to get the bucket separate. We got to keep the bucket separate. You have another, slide this envelope to her. Here, Kiwana. You got to slide the envelope to Kiwana here. There it is. All right. There's no rhyming anointing in the house. Yeah. Got to get the buckets right. Keep giving. Ilalaboshi. Salmon croquettes. Yes. Okay. Salmon croquettes. Wait, hold on. Bishop, what's that man's name? Bishop Matthews, I do have a special word for you. And this is coming from an out gay man. It's coming from an out gay man. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I'm able to pour into you. Okay, hold on. Okay. The squad is showing out today. Thank you so much for the blessing. Thank y'all. I gave tithe offering before him. He didn't give me time. I gave tithe offering before him. He didn't give me time. What is Gladys talking about? I don't know what Gladys is talking about. Okay, we need $60. What Gladys is talking about? We need $60 and we're done. I kid you not, we're really done. We need $60. Somebody say it's done. It's already done. We need 2 people to give $30. It's already done. Somebody say it's already done. We're gonna see 4000 today. That's what we're gonna see. 4000 today. Hey, Ilalaboshi. Salmon croquette. Okay. People say, "Oh, y'all play games with the." No, we're not. I think God has a sense of humor. I really do. I think the Creator has a sense of humor. Y'all playing, y'all got these tongues y'all using and stuff. And how y'all do all that? Because God has a sense of humor. God understands that there's a thing called YouTube. You made God sitting in the clouds with red eyes and fire coming from his hands. Yeah, that's not how he is. I can guarantee it. God knows that there's a thing on earth, where people congregate, and he gets it. He had a sense of humor. Wasn't he drinking wine at some wedding one time? What was Jesus at? Was he at a repast? He was at something, honey, a bar mitzvah. Hold on. Where did Jesus drink wine? Jesus drank wine in several instances, notably at the wedding at Cana, where he performed his first miracle by turning water into wine. He also shared wine with his disciples at the Last Supper. So he was over there at the restaurant drinking wine and stuff. So you see what I'm saying? Y'all, come on. Lighten up a little bit. Okay, using it to symbolize his blood. Additionally, Jesus criticized for drinking wine, indicating it was common practice for him. Oh no, Jesus was criticized for drinking wine, indicating it was a common practice for him. What kind of wine was it? What was it? You know, that wine over there, y'all, that was the wine directly from the grapes. That was that real wine. That's what some folks want me to do with their events. Yeah. Jesus loved to kick back and do what? Now, wait a minute now, y'all. Let the ladies wipe his feet and tell Judas to mind his own business. Michelle, you still feel there's something with that feet washing. You haven't let that go. I think you still think there's something more with, washing his feet and then drying his feet with her hair. Shout out to CeCe Winans. Michelle, you still feel there's something sensual about that, huh? Okay, so she said, don't be angry if I wash his feet with my tears and dry them with my hair. The lady with the alabaster box. Okay, Shell. Maybe it wasn't sexual, Michelle. Maybe it was an intimate moment, but it didn't necessarily have to be sexual. Let me see, y'all. Did we reach our 400 goal? Oh wow, we're almost there. We need $45 more, y'all, and then we're done. For real. Okay, let me do my closing for Bishop Matthews. Okay, Bishop Matthews, let me do my closing for you, sir. Bishop Matthews, at best, you are a bisexual man, but you may also be a repressed homosexual. I hope you see this. I really do. I'm a commentator, but I'm also a human. I'm also a regular man. I am not, I ain't nothing special. But you may be a bisexual man, but you may be a repressed homosexual. Many men in your situation felt the need to marry women so that they could prove to themselves, or that they could use it as a front or a cover for the church, for the family. It happens. It happens every day. The problem with that case, right? The problem with that, Bishop Matthews, is that the longer the lie goes on, the harder it is to unravel. And you're going to have so many, what the war, what the military calls collateral damage. You have so much collateral damage because the lie has went on for a long time. And I know there's people in the chat saying, well, if the first lady showed up at church today, but that's what first ladies do. That does not mean that she is okay. That does not mean that she is healed in 24 hours, y'all. That's called, I hate to say it, a lot of people say it's called saving face, right? Bishop Matthews, you do not want to be Donnie McClurkin in a few years. I tell all gay men, you do not want to be Donnie McClurkin, who I believe actually is a miserable, miserable soul. I think he is living in a state, in a form of misery, whether he knows it or not. And, so oftentimes people say things, about their deliverance to the public, and then they're still like lightly tipping and dipping. So, Donnie, we love you, brother. But nevertheless, you don't want to wind up like Donnie McClurkin 10 years from now. Because I think Donnie is slightly older than Bishop Matthews. I don't know. I don't know what that's like. Because all of my times when I had to hide who I was or, not be my authentic self, there was always some type of serviceability that I was trying to handle, right? It served me or protected me when I had to not be myself. It never was rooted in deception. So I don't know what that's like, if that makes sense. If I ever had to closet myself or code switch or whatever, it was always a serviceability. It was something to help me or benefit me in an environment that I was in. I don't know what it's like to be gay and intentionally deceive or, people. He's 65. Okay, he looks it. And so I just say, what do you want your legacy to be? Because this is already been written in the Nashville archives. I mean, Brian Corn is a really, great guy. He does really good work, in ministry. But you can't think of the name Brian Corn and not think about some of these stories, right, Tais? When you think Brian Corn, you automatically go to, child. You don't want that attached to your name. You can clean it up and do the best you can to clean it up. I'm gonna have to say this, y'all. I'm gonna have to say this. Jamal Bryant, I hate to say this, is now the new poster child. No, I'm not crazy. No, I have not lost my mind. But Jamal Bryant is now the new poster child at how to reboot and scrape out your image. And I really believe, even though that story started off salacious, I attribute all of that to Dr. Carey and the marriage. I do. I think Jamal knows that Dr. Carey is not one to play with. I can look at her and tell Jamal knows that. Play with her if you want to. But if Jamal Bryant is the new, Mr. Cleaver, that's a lot. Some of y'all need to take suit and try to clean up your act a little bit. If nothing more, polish up the edges. You should not be out here having public sex scandals and hookup scandals in 2025. Oh, good, Michelle. It was really an interesting watch. I'll say that. I'm glad you watched it. Bishop Matthews' daughters, the family, they will be always, affected by this, y'all. You know that the family will be always affected by this forever. And so what I'm learning with the Black family, especially people that come out of the Black church, is, man, we can function in trauma. It needs to be studied. If anybody studied it, the way we function in trauma needs to be studied. Nobody clocked it. Hey, Shamako, nobody clocked it. But I think that movie Hunk with Jesus was a master class. Some people thought it was based on Eddie Long, whatever you want to believe, but it shows you it gives you like an autopsy on the Black church and Black scandal. Hunk with Jesus, Lose Your Soul, something like that it's called. It shows you a lot of these people. What I got from Hunk with Jesus was this, y'all. What did you get from Hunk with Jesus, Tais? What I got from Hunk with Jesus is these people, a lot of them do not want to lose their lifestyle. They don't give a damn about anything else. They don't want to lose everything that comes along with ministry. They want to lose their house and their car and all that stuff. Louis Vuitton and Givenchy and Yves Saint Laurent and Marc Jacobs and all of that. They don't want to lose that. That's what I learned from that movie. So you will do anything you can to keep it. That's why that pastor in the movie was like, the wife, get your ass out here. We're not going to lose his house. At 49, y'all, I would rather be in a one-room efficiency apartment and happy. I would rather be in a studio apartment with a stove and a refrigerator and a twin bed and happy than to be in a mansion on a hill and miserable and living not my authentic self. I'm sorry, that's Tyesse. What is it worth it? What are you getting from it? These first ladies, honey, one of y'all first ladies gonna have to speak up, honey, because we didn't see Vicky Winans. I remember she got up there with that hat on. She apologized to the church and stuff, but Vicky also went through some things herself. Tremaine Hawkins, a lot of these are not traditional first ladies, but just going through some of the women that have been through some things. Tremaine Hawkins, Vicky Winans. Can y'all do me a big favor? And we're going to get up out of here. Can y'all do me a big favor? Can you put a woman from church or gospel music that has been through something and it was public and you know about it, and some we may not know about? That's true, Lashika. Can you give me a woman, a minister, a pastor that you know been through hell? And we're going to call them out so we can give it sound. Reva Timms, Lord have mercy, she wrote 2 books. Don't be ashamed. It could be your own pastor. You say, honey, my first lady been through hell and survived it all. Give me some first ladies, some gospel singers, women in entertainment. Oh my God, her husband was over there in the park and got hit in the head with a brick or a hammer. Then they said she married another man and that was a problem. May she rest in peace. Juanita Bynum. attacked in the parking lot of a hotel over here in Atlanta. And they said he was stomping her, according to the reports. Keon hit. Bees, I'm gonna spank your hand. Y'all stop. Can y'all please stop? Some of y'all are being messy. Oh, my girl, Tammy Faye. Thank you, Malika Hill. Oh, that broke my heart when she was crying when she was getting ready to pass away. When she had them tears in her eyes and all that. Oh, my God. And she was like stage 4, whatever she had. I was just, oh, that broke me, y'all. I couldn't take it. I had to turn that off. That was my girl, old Tammy Faye. She never went and bought her no waterproof mascara, y'all. I guess she never wanted to buy any liquid liner. Sarita, oh, you know what? You know, Sarita, she go like this in a minute when she got that Holy Ghost on. She go. That's how she go. Leandria Patterson. I don't know who that is. Pretty as jazz. You got to give us a. I know a Leandria Johnson. I know a Lady Louise Patterson. I don't know who that is. Maybe that's your first lady. LaShawn Pace, man. When I tell you, when she said she was driving her little minivan, and you know this man that she was going. Oh my God, LaShawn went through hell. A lot of y'all. What's going on with that, Goddess Fatima? What's going on with Lady Hilliard? Then they posted a picture of them at a restaurant. I said, I'm done. I give up. They posted a picture of them at a restaurant. I'm like, what happened? The late Tina Duncan from Ohio. Ross, you have to tell me about that in a private DM. The late Tina Duncan from Ohio, she went through hell. Oh, baby, when I tell y'all, I was scared. I was scared she was going to hurt Teddy. I told them on WeTV, y'all may want to cut them cameras because she was not well. She thought Teddy was out here having sex with one woman, and they said Teddy was having all of Inglewood, Westchester, and Marina Del Rey. I said they're going to get a live unaliving on camera because Tina was not well. They said she healed, y'all. The Hilliards, yeah. Lady Hilliard. BB Winans' ex-wife. Ooh, I remember she came on Larry's show, and we thought we was going to get some tea, and she just came on to peddle her book. Ooh, man, I fell asleep almost. I couldn't take it. Everybody came on. We all went on to Larry's. We just, she for the dish it all. She was there talking about her damn book. Ma'am, nobody care about that damn book. You give a damn about that damn book? We want some tea. We came here for tea. We got our teacups out, lady. Oh, Leandria Johnson. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Do me a big favor, everybody. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Demeter. Now, her story really hasn't been told. Somebody to put that in a movie or something. Shout out to Demeter Hatton, wherever she may be. Is she okay, Crystal? I know she had been dealing with some health issues. Thank you, Gary Nicholson, for $15 over on PayPal. How's she doing? Yeah, I gave everybody the link last night to it. I think we may still have it. Let me check. Hold on. Let me go to my Patreon page, brand. We may still have it. I hope we have it. Let me go to my Patreon really quickly. Okay. We may have it. I hope I didn't delete it. Did I delete it? I did not. It's still in Patreon from last night. Oh my God. God is so good. God, you're so good. It's still in my Patreon from last night. I'm not gonna be giving y'all this Patreon energy for free, y'all. You got to come and join Patreon.
He stood up in front of the church And he said, I have an announcement to make. And everybody was like, Pastor, what? He was like, just get everybody, because usually before church, we have snacks and things like that. So people would be outside, and he said, get everybody. So I'm running around going to get everybody. I'm like, come on in, Pastor, got an announcement to make. And they're like, what is it, First Lady? I said, I don't know, but get everybody, get the kids. And so he stood up on the pulpit and he said, who is this? Pointed at me. And they was like, what, Pastor? That's First Lady. He said, well, I came to make an announcement today. I do not love her anymore.
To Jesus come. I gave the link last night, y'all. The video is up. Lady Renee Winston, overseer, giving her testimony, y'all. Yeah, that is crazy. Bananas. The video, the video is available. I'll give y'all the link at the end. I cannot. Okay, let me go back. Okay, we just had some technical issues, y'all. If you can still hear me, press the number 1, because my internet just shifted, y'all. Okay. If you can hear me and see me, please hit the number 1, okay? So I can know, because I just saw a little glitch with my internet. We've been having thunder and rain, and maybe a sail came through here earlier, y'all, blew me away. Okay, they can still hear me? Okay, God, just give me about 4 more minutes, and then I'm out of here. Okay. If you can hold back the clouds and the thunder, just give me 10 more minutes. Let me go. Oh, I owe it to these women to speak their names. Adventure Gray, oh my God. I would think she's number 1 on all lists. Adventure. I call her Adventure. Yeah, Renee Winston, we just showed a video on her. Did you get a song with her last year, I think, child. Vanessa Long. Ooh, honey, what she could have did with a story. She never did the interview I wanted her to do, Vanessa Long. She never did the interview I wanted her to do. I wanted her to sit down and just empty her guts. I wanted Vanessa to just tell it book, line, and verse, but she never did the interview I envisioned in my head, you know. And then when I talked about it on my channel, some of her members, some of them people from Newburgh was in the chat, and they was getting smart with me. That's back when I was raw and cuss people out in the chat, y'all. Y'all remember when we was talking about Vanessa? And they was in the chat about, haven't she given enough? What else do y'all want? Who are you talking to? They was in my chat getting real raw. Haven't she been through enough? I don't even know that. I don't even know her like that. You can be smart with me on my damn channel. Just saying. They was in it real rough. Them Newburgh people are, you know, y'all know. I used to live near her church in San Francisco, but I have never been. Okay. Where can we watch the rest? I'm going to give y'all the link right now. What about Monique Walker? Child, Monique knew. Ooh. I mean, yeah, Monique. Yeah, Monique, all right. Monique, ooh. We're going to walk away from that one, Ross. Monique knew what was going on with y'all. Girl, Monique know what, girl, she know what happened. Let's walk away from that one. Paula Brown. That name sound familiar. It was, because in that song she says, when the man that you're married to the day before your wedding gets married to somebody else. Oh, that man took Sean Pace through it. You know, Tammy Franklin. The only thing I remember about Tammy Franklin was when Kirk Franklin was on Oprah, he said he had a porn addiction And he said he used to jack off a lot, masturbate a lot. And then she said that he used to try to make her act out the things, and she said she felt dirty. Something I remember about Tammy Franklin Bees. And he was like masturbating multiple times a day and stuff. And then, he would make her want to act out some of the stuff. Bishop Ray Brown, right? Roy Brown. I don't know Roy Brown. The name sounds familiar. I heard of a Roy Brown. Yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, I got the video footage up here. Yeah, I got the you can watch it on my channel. Yolanda Adams testimony. Let me see if I got a link to that, y'all. Hold on.
Graduation season is
what is this? Hold on, audio right now. Deborah Mason Patterson. You got to give us. I don't know. You got to give us some more with that. I don't know Deborah Mason Patterson. I know they're probably from the Patterson dynasty. I think I've heard William tell her story. William McRae. I'm trying to see if I have this video, because the audio was so low because it was from Azusa. So you have to transfer that audio, child. I don't know. Yeah, I can't find it. I have one, but somebody got a copy of it. Y'all go there and listen to Yolanda Adams talk about her domestic violence. Let me see. Hillary Clinton, Jan Crouch. Larry did a story on Paula Brown. Roy Brown wiped it. Oh, yeah. I remember that. That was diabolical. Okay, let me see if I can get the audio. Maybe we can hear the audio.
Battery 20%. Connected to John's S23FE.
Okay. You knocking over stuff, Tais. All right. Jan Crouch. Remember when Yolanda was married to an NFL player and stayed home way after that, and she came home to an empty house? Okay, I'm going to get the thing together right now. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm going to try to get the audio. I don't know if it sounds the same, because the video already is Hold on. Who is this? Wait a minute. I can't read this, y'all. I can't read this out loud. I don't want to upset Memphis. And they say Memphis will verify this. We got anybody in Memphis in the chat? Ooh, they say Memphis will verify this. I got an inbox here, y'all. Is there anybody from Memphis that's connected to Kojic? I can't read this on the air. Oh my God, no. Tabitha and Brandon, two of my closest Tie Squad members. Brandon not here, but Tabitha is here. Tabitha, can you confirm this? Okay, so somebody sent me, it says Louise Patterson. The late G.E. Patterson was told by bishops that he had to break up with his girlfriend if he were to run for presiding bishop. Memphis knows that he was that way. She dressed the part and loved him, but he didn't like her. Find one video where he shows her love, honor, or affection beyond acknowledgement. Sadly, it's a fact. Many people don't know. Y'all, ain't no way Bishop didn't love Lou. Is that true, Tabitha? Oh, Brandon is here. I forgot he watches from the bushes while he working. Ain't no way Bishop didn't love Lou. Call William. Yeah, William would know. This is somebody that is in the inner sanctums over there in Memphis. I've never heard that. I really don't know about that. Well, see, this is somebody in the higher echelons of Memphis ministry. I can't release their name at this point. Yeah. But just because William is close, that don't mean William know the inner workings of what was going on with Bishop and Lou. DeMarcus says not true. If that's true, Lou played the shit out to the T. The way she broke down at the I can't, y'all. I can't. William not gonna take that because he has that's a love story in his head with Bishop and Lou.
I haven't talked to her.
What is this? What keeps coming on? I keep getting some audio. We don't need to hear Yolanda Adams' story, honey. We don't need to hear her story. Okay, wait a minute. It says message unavailable. I can't see it, nephew. It says message unavailable. Don't think that's true. Well, why would we have this exclusive tea, C.L. Crockett? Why we have this? Okay, nephew, it's unavailable. I can't see it. Something you're trying to send me. Screenshot it because it may be friends only, or that person may have blocked me. Okay, there it goes. Okay, I see, nephew. Okay. Okay. Keep talking. Keep on talking. Oh, okay. It may be, somebody said it may be true. Listen, I don't know, baby. I don't, When it comes to stuff like that, y'all, when it comes to people that live in the city, like people that live in these cities, yeah, they have a little more insight than us that live out of the city. So they may have heard some things over the years and it may be a little deeper, than some of us. We have pictures of people, right? We have pictures of people that are Camelot in our heads. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the case with I don't know if that's the case with this case. I don't know. It's possible. Sometimes people, pretend like they're in love. And then also people do grow to love each other. It may be an arranged marriage, and then they grow to love each other. Do anybody understand what I'm saying? I don't know. It's hard to say. Or seen some things. I think they may have had some unconventional things going on nonetheless. Okay. But you got to understand, people that are in that circle know things that people outside of the circle don't know. All we see is what we are presented on TV. That don't necessarily mean, or on social media or whatever, but that don't mean we know the inner workings just because, we follow somebody for 20 years. Whether it's true or not, Bishop Patterson left Evangelist Louise well taken care of. Well, that was not Anwar Kersey. That was not in question. We was not talking about insurance policies and fiduciary leanings of the episcopacy. Nashville in the house, Cashville, North Bordeaux. Child, we finna go, honey. You just not coming in here to my Cashville, Nashville. We finna hit it. I gotta eat dinner. We've been on for 2 hours and 45 minutes. Kelly, you're talking about Nashville in the house. Child, that was like 2 hours ago. Whether it's true or not, Bishop Patterson left Evangelist Louise well taken care of or not. It's like sound like they was getting smart. They're a member of the channel. I see their rent, not their wrench. Say like they was getting smart, huh? Said they was like Anwar Kersey. Sound like they was getting smart, huh? Whether it was true or not, Bishop left Louise well taken care of. He really wanted to put BITCH on the end for me, huh? Yeah, bitch. I'm okay. What a minute? Hold on. He probably wanted to put the B word on the end for me, huh? Goddess Fatima. No matter whether it was true or not, Bishop Patterson left Evangelist Louise well taken care of, bitch. Okay, well, that's what's up. I was just going by what somebody from Memphis was saying. It was a conversation. We've heard shit about that dynasty and the story from Greenleaf. It ain't like this is a new conversation we have. Shit. People get smart, they low-key smart in here. Well, here's what I'm saying. Tramp, hold. Wait a minute, hold on. You know, like I'm getting this, I'm picking up the energy. She ain't never missed a meal, bitch. Okay, all right, okay. Damn. She had a hefty insurance policy. Hoe, tramp, slut. Why have to be all that? You know, why gotta be all that? Okay, it's okay. It's all right. You really can't have these conversations. They say William gonna they sent me a video saying if we tell William that he gonna do what? Let me see. Oh, Jesus. William is not gonna do that if we tell him this. Y'all, I'm gonna have to try to collect myself. William not gonna do that. Oh, Jesus. Y'all, I'm gonna have to try to collect myself. Why would y'all send me this of my brother? And we tell William that Bishop was in an arranged marriage and the marriage was perfunctory based on, religion, for the rules of the ministry, y'all. William can take the news, y'all. He loved Lou. I don't know. I don't know how he would take that. That's his Camelot love story, So I don't know. I don't know if I want to run that by him, that the marriage was perfunctory. I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep that from William. I don't want. He loved him some Lou. All right, y'all. He loved him so. Now listen. I believe they loved each other too. But listen, y'all. Let's not leave here fooling ourselves and acting like several of these marriages that we see today, and y'all know these people don't love each other, but they're in it for business and business only. Let's not play these games now, Tais Squad. I believe they loved each other. Here's proof that they loved each other. We can't see proof on the chat. William couldn't stand G.E. Patterson. Well, hell, maybe he won't take it hard. Here's proof that. Here's proof or where's proof? He said, here's the proof. Where's the proof? Y'all better make me a sandwich. Y'all better make me a sandwich and watch me some good go. The proof is that Louise did not come up in Kojic. Why do you keep talking in Anwar? Why do you keep talking in all caps? I mean, like, do you want to go out? Like, you want to go outside in the front or what? You keep talking in caps, then you keep talking in small. Where are my shoes at, honey? I mean, we can go out. I mean, I can go out. We can go outside. If that's, I don't want it to come to that. Hey, Wendy Jackson, where are my damn shoes at? Like, where my tennis shoes at? You keep talking, you keep raising his voice at me. I'm not her. She is not I. Where my damn keys at? Let me meet him down by this gate out here. I'm on the west side. Louise came to the Lord during GE camp. And then C.L. Crocker said, what does that have to do with anything? The person that inboxed me basically said that, you know, Bishop had a previous relationship, a girlfriend, and that he needed to get married to be on the, you know. Let me go back. The late G.E. Patterson was told by the bishops that he had to break up with his girlfriend if he were to run for the presiding bishop. Okay, well, when was Bishop Patterson running for bishop? What year was that? Does anybody know? Memphis knows that he was that way. Well, we got people from Memphis in here. We got Nashville in here, Knoxville, Chattanooga. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people over here from Tennessee. I'm asking Anwar, what does that have to do with anything? They're going to be saying, I was watching your show. You got a smart mouth. Oh, okay. Oh, this person said that they were, this person that sent me that says, sadly, it's a fact. Many people don't know I was an advisor to the general board. Oh, okay. Okay. We're going to close this out. Okay, we're going to close this out. This is coming to me. I don't have to lie. I don't have to make up no shit. This is in my inbox. Okay, let's take it to court. That's some good times, Tais. That TV stuff is in your head. That's what Walona told. That's what Penny Mama told Walona. Okay, let's take it to court. Sadly, it's a fact. Many people don't know I was an advisor to the general board. I'm done. I'm done. Stick a fork in my right here. Oh, okay. Okay, this is somebody else. Oh, okay. This is somebody else over there in that area. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. If it's true, he would take her to this diner. He would take her to this diner. Okay. I cannot remember the name. Now Anwar Kinsey talking about let the church say amen. No, come back down here. Get on the mic. Okay, Ty Squad. Our hearts have burned today. I don't think this scandal is going to go any further. Once I saw them people over at the church shouting and running around the church, like William said, they was going to be hooping and hollering. The first lady, we got confirmation she was there. And so, y'all, you know, the boy didn't go up there and protest. This is where we're at, Ty Squad. This is the state of the Black church. Scandal, wash, rinse, repeat. Scandal, wash, rinse, repeat. Whew, if true, it's probably a side chick for a kid. Louise couldn't give him no kids for his legacy. Okay, Anwar, we're going to move on at this point. Okay, we're going to move on. Thank y'all so much. We have Memphis Gate now. We have Nashville Gate. Now we have Memphis Gate. Let me see if we reached our goal. If we did not reach our goal, we made a lot from other platforms, Venmo and Zelle. I will let y'all know if we reach our goal or not. We're going to move on at this time. We did not reach our goal. We were almost there. But because we made up for it, I'm going to write this off. I'll sign the paperwork. We did not reach our goal. We were $45 away from our goal. Okay, we were $45 away. You see it right there? You see it? Because we did not reach our goal, I will sign off on the Episcopal papers. Therefore, be it resolved on this 29th day of June. Hold on, some money's coming in. Hold on. Hold the resolution. They're telling me to wait before I give the resolution. I can't stand when these small vendors come to make deliveries and they can't get in the gate and just give up. Oh my God, they get on my nerves with this. Unfortunately, we ran into an issue while attempting your delivery. We will try again tomorrow. Oh, these people make me sick with Amazon. They try to get in the gate. Most of the people don't read, can't read. You just can't walk up in this building. You can't. Okay, hold on. We have some more money coming in. Hold the resolution, Sister Lipscomb. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, we may be able to do it. We got another update. Okay, now we're $25 away. I get that from Amazon when it rains. It is raining, but it's dry now. Okay, we're gonna hold off before I do this resolution and see if we can get this last $24.19. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and see if we can get this last $24.19 before I do the resolution. Oh, thank you, Miss V. How you doing? Mother Kelly seemed kind of jealous. She gonna rebuke you, Sherrod. She gonna rebuke you. How long should we wait for this $24, y'all? I'm hungry. How long should we wait to see if the $24 come in? And who's gonna be the person that do the $24? And what do we do for them if they are the ones that plant the seed to get us to our goal? You know? What do we do for them special? Oh my God, we went over. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh my God. Somebody must have, we got a big hit. We got a big hit. Good evenings. We went over. Who was that? Who touched me? Oh, some more coming in. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God. Hold on. It's all coming in at once. Kewan Jimerson, Rose Harper, Cassandra Barnes, Adrian, Terry Ogletree, Mona Davis, Sassy Classy. Oh my God. Thank y'all so much. You sent it. You sent $20. Terry Ogletree sent $25. Adrian sent $12. Cassandra Barnes sent $10. Kewan Jimerson sent $25. I absolutely love you, mother. I love you too. Rose Harper sent $10. Oh my goodness. And there goes some more. Well, who is this? Oh my God. I think we may hit a 500. I think we're going to hit 500. I feel it. Well, let's stay. Let's stay until we get. Let's stay until we get it. Oh my God. Okay, withdraw. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh no. Oh, can y'all believe this? Look. Every time I hit update. Okay. Okay. We're about to we're gonna hit this in just a minute, y'all. We're $2 away from $500. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the vibration. Oh, okay. Oh my God, we're almost there. All right, we're almost there. We're about to hit $500. Somebody gonna send $2. Ooh, oh my God. Oh my, we've done 1,400 in one day, haven't we? We've done 15. Okay, this is a slow Sunday. Okay, wait a minute. I'm waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting for this damn $2 whoever you are. We're waiting for $2 $1.92. We're waiting. Do I hear 600? I gotta go. I ain't got time for all that. I gotta go. Ricardo, thank you for $25. Uh-huh. Oh my God, we're done. Oh my God, we're done. We're done. It has to update, y'all. We're done. Okay, wait. Stop. Okay, stop. Withdraw. Go back. Update. Okay, I keep hearing it vibrate. Okay. Oh, I remember that old man used to hate when I did this. I stopped doing it because I just, I don't feel the need to prove anything to anybody anymore. Thank you, Erica Tate, for $2. You did that. Okay, y'all. I'm not gonna try to get to 600 because I'm tired. I'm not gonna try to get to 600 because mother is tired. Wait. But we might. Oh my God, we absolutely might. Okay. Okay, Ty Squad. Did it stop? It stopped. Okay, it stopped. We're $51 away. It'll come in from the replay crew, so we will hit 600. Okay. Mother has been working. It is a job. It's a job. It's a job. We'll get 600 with the replay crew, you guys. And so we're going to be okay. Okay. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday. I thank everybody for coming through. No disrespect intended to the legacy of G.E. Patterson and the legacy of Lady Louise Patterson. It was a conversation about what women go through in ministry, and that was somebody's experience according to what they experienced. And so that's why we talked about it. So no disrespect meant to, Bountiful Blessings, the G.E. Patterson Network Dynasty, nor Lady Louise. What are you eating? Something good. Hold on. Let me update. It just vibrated. Let me update. Okay. Now we're $36 away. They were really good people, and we don't want to leave with that salacious energy on their names, So we want to just, okay. Because he has been a blessing to me watching his old videos. I still watch them. So I always want to give him love, even in his, spiritual afterlife has been a blessing to me. And Lady Louise was a personification of dignity and grace. Dignity and grace. And so no matter what you heard, because I've heard some things myself, but no matter what you heard, it all stayed in-house, right? 3 people can give $12. But see, if we get to 600, then they're gonna say 700. So that's why I gotta go. I'm hungry. I gotta go. Because if we do 600, then they're gonna say, oh, let's do 700, and we'll be here all night. So we will definitely get the $36 on the replay crew. Okay, everybody. Oh no, that's breaking news. I thought that was another cash ad. That's breaking news. That's fine. Okay. Me too. GE is the GOAT. He had to be faithful, fruitful. Yes, of course. Okay, Tais, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday. I am seriously considering taking Monday off the whole day. If you don't see me, come on tomorrow. I took the day off, but I'm supposed to be doing this commentary about the Bishop Jordan interview with Baconisha. So, I may have to work tomorrow, but maybe that'll be the only video that I do. And then I'll take the evening off. I am, Mill C. So maybe I'll do the Baconisha Bishop Jordan video and then take the evening off. I think that'll be really, really good for me. Okay. I'm about to give me some good rest, some good food, and some good TV. That's what I'm about to do. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday. Thank everybody that came. I don't think there's any more left. Nashville, we're not leaving you. We hope you stay with us just in case something else break loose. Nashville, please stay with us and continue to subscribe and stay with us because it may be a new development. If it is, we will be here live to cover it, okay? But overall, I think Bishop is doing it the way he wants to do it. I cannot, Sherrod. They, you know, when I tell you it takes them about 3 hours to get $100, yeah. Baconisha, oh, that's just somebody, honey. Don't worry about it. Okay. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. We need a little gospel to get up out of here. We came in with hip hop, but let's go out with a little good old gospel. I think First Lady Matthews, Bishop Matthews need to stretch out. So that'll be a great exit. Oh, but you know, once this song starts, it's hard to let it go because, okay, I'm going to see how long we can take. Thank y'all, everybody that gave tonight. I appreciate you.
When days are dark and cloudy on my sky, I hold on and learn to. Well, you just keep on praying, keep on believing, hold on and learn to. Oh, the race isn't given to the swift, neither is it given to the strong, but to the one that endures till the end. Oh, when trouble comes, so begin to rise. I'll hold on and learn to. Well, you just keep on passing, keep on praying, hold on and learn to. Oh, when Satan is on your track, he tries to turn you back. But don't you worry, don't you fret, you just stretch out. Oh, when days are dark and it's cloudy on my sky, I'll hold on and learn to. Well, you just keep on praying, keep on believing, hold on and learn to. Oh, the race is not given to the swift, neither is it given to the strong, but to the one that endureth till the end. When I am low, when I am, Jesus is there, and it makes me glad. When I Jesus, lean on Jesus, lean on Jesus, trust in Jesus, trust in Jesus. He wants you to, he wants you to, he wants you to stretch out on his promise, stretch out on his word. He won't leave you, won't forsake you. He won't leave you, won't forsake you. Oh, stretch out. Oh, stretch out. Hey. When I am loud, when I am, Jesus is right there. Yes, he is. The loud one. Yeah. Lean on Jesus. Lean on Jesus. You better learn to lean on Jesus. Trust in God and never doubt. Know that the Lord will bring you out. I know you cry all night long. I know your pillow is wet with tears. But the Bible says, weeping may, weeping may, weeping may, weeping may endure for a night. But hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Don't do it, promise. Don't give up. Don't give You're not the tail. You are above. You're not beneath. You are above. You're not beneath. You are the lender. You are the lender. You are the lender. Don't you give up! Don't you give in! Don't you give up! Don't you give in! Stretch out! He's a word! He's not lying! He's not a man that he should lie! But the son of man that he should repent! So if he tried it, 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 you gotta believe! You gotta believe! You gotta believe! You gotta believe! I don't care what the devil told you. I don't care what the enemy tried. No weapon! No weapon! No weapon! No weapon! No weapon! Formed against will be able to prosper. I don't care how broke you are. He shall supply all your needs according to his riches and glory. Strike! 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 I got somebody to start striking. Whoa, touchdown! Whoa, touchdown! Anybody have to stretch out this way? Come on, if you know you have to use the word of God to get to you, I tell you to open up your mouth and give God glory. Come on, Zion! Come on, Zion! Come on, Zion! Let the devil know you're not defeated! Let the devil know you're not defeated! Let the devil know you're not defeated! Hey!
Cut. Wait, cut. Musicians, we're not starting that over. Bye, everybody. Love y'all. Good night. They was getting ready to get back into a whole nother. Oh, no.